Listen.
Bobby.
Did I just hear a hear me out?
Hear me.
From Brittany of all people?
No, I said listen.
Listen,
Because I was getting flack because I don't know how to do the fingery thingy, so I was just doing this.
Take your
The
hand.
fingery thing.
Oh. Put them together. Then you're going to put your middle fingers on either side of each other.
Okay.
And then all you're going to do is twist your hands. And then you're just bending your fingers back and forth.
Go out there.
Oh. Enjoy my cat's butt.
That's one way to do it. Yes, Walter. That is one way to do it.
How do you get your hands like that so evenly?
Wait.
How do you get your hands so flat?
Wait, I did it once and now I can't.
Wee.
My fingers are stuck together.
Wee.
Here we are, everybody.
We're gonna have way more viewers than the Spread Eagle girl.
Welcome to book 2.
Political intrigue.
Where we talk politics with mermaids, fish, and do fun finger things.
Sorry, I was still looking at Navarro. What did everybody say?
He said fun finger things.
Raids out to the one girl on Twitch.
Right. There you go, V. I'll hook you up. So,
At least we know who to raid tonight.
Gosh, Doug.
You said raid?
Yeah,
Okay.
raid.
You mean Raid Shadow Legends? No,
Brought to you by
Not sponsored.
Shadow.
not sponsored. Thank fucking Christ. So we have fun new things we all get to have courtesy of the other Walter. Lovely. I have to like point, and now it's weird because I haven't had to do this in a while. There we go. Cool name tags. Thanks, Walter. We appreciate you. Everyone's got fun ones. Yours is in the right direction, just so you know.
Just making sure, because I was also like, do I need to make this thing bigger? I don't know how big it is on your screen.
Nope, you're good. Everyone's is about the about the same size.
Oh, I like that.
Pretty much.
We have fun stuff planned for tonight, and hopefully, if everything in this world goes correctly, which it's D&D, so it will not go that way at all, because that's how this game works. There is the possibility of a level up, but because D&D is D&D,
I don't believe you. You said that for 2 weeks in a row already.
I said it
Yeah,
was
but the
coming,
fishing.
and then I said that you
But
had
the
like 1 or
fishing.
2 sessions, and then
Yeah,
you
don't
decided
put
to
the
do
hour-long
fishing
fishing trip.
for 30 minutes in game.
It was important. Still don't know how deep that water is.
I mean, you could always take a dip and see how far you can get. You
Yeah,
you
but
guys
how
do
much
know it's
rope
at least
do we have,
153
guys?
feet deep.
What if we use all of our rope?
We did.
We legitimately did.
Okay,
You guys
but
only
what
have
if we
153 feet of rope? Between all of you? Between all
Yeah.
No,
6
I
of you?
didn't offer mine.
Oh.
I didn't offer my 50
Okay.
feet.
She didn't
I am
trust
rope.
in my muscles.
Well, that was rude, first of all.
I was gonna say, there's no way
I
that there's only 153
Like
rope
having
between
my
all of you.
rope.
I have a little bag of sand.
Pocket sand.
If I put it in if I dump the sand into the water, it'll make the ground level where the water meets the ground a little bit higher. Thus, there's a possibility.
You know, if our water genasi just could see in the dark, we could see to the bottom. Of
I will leave.
Or ask one of them.
I will leave right now.
Ask one of them merfolk.
I will leave.
You know, a sea creature that can actually see in the abyss
With
that
her
is known
big
ocean.
eyeball.
I gotta go.
Big eyeballs that can't see jack in the dark.
Talk about that dark water.
I'm sorry,
Listen to the calls I
Katie.
got from you.
Everyone who can see in the dark, raise your hand.
Oh.
I'm just gonna, real quick, as a DM.
I do feel like water genasi should be able to have dark vision. But...
Let me tell you my grievances.
You would think that, but they don't.
Mander, what is that?
The DM
Can we
screen.
just give her like a monocle?
Okay.
That
You
lets her
wanna
see in the dark?
So, now that we've touched that sore subject again, we got to talk about the wonderfulest Walter got to do for us. We got to talk about how you guys have more rope. Lore Master, ready to do your recap?
So guys, last week, not only did we go fishing for like an hour, we made it to the village on the iceberg with a name that sounds slightly like a slur, so I don't want to say it.
The village?
The village.
The
We
village.
got
Oh.
there, and we went fishing. We get the fish. We go up to the chief. Chief no one fish. Chief get very mad. So we said, okay, that's cool, I guess. And then we challenged the village. And Nomad went in and he did pow pow poo poo pow pow. And we thought he was gonna die. It got real sweaty and spicy for a minute. But nah. He didn't die. He lived. You big bad bitch. Oh, and the chief got rid of threw out this blunt Solaris graciously gave, which I think is a tragedy and a disgrace to Puff's name. May he rest in peace wherever he is.
You don't know if he's dead? Knowing Puff, probably.
We don't know he's not dead.
I'll give you that.
Just saying. But yeah, Carl won the fight against the dude. We found out that the shaman lady not only is a druid, but she also was like helping Carl by healing him, which weird. I want to know more about that.
Did we all see that?
But then they let us stay at the village, and we gotta figure out what we're doing. But that's okay, because it's a new day. I don't think I missed anything.
I got a cool spear,
You did get a cool spear.
and yeah, I think that was it.
Oh, and Kira with her sneaky eyeballs saw the children doing sketchy children shit, and we think that Markath is there, but we don't know for sure.
That's right.
We'll find out.
Anything the party would like to add to that recap? Questions, things that you can't recall?
Did we all see the shaman lady doing the that thing?
Did
As
we?
long as it wasn't in the dark, we all saw it.
You know what?
Yeah,
So,
Mander.
It was a
Go ahead.
perception check.
Go ahead.
Ironically,
Hmm?
one twin can't see in the dark. And then ironically,
we weren't in the dark.
the other one can see in the dark, but didn't see the stuff happening.
One speaks in riddles, the other speaks in rhymes.
So, no, not everyone.
So I guess my
So
question
is it
did
everyone
I
but
see
Walter?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're saying is Genasi's
No,
are
Walter,
a
no.
eye doctor's greatest patients.
No, Walter, don't go.
I was trying to avoid it. I was like, if we
Don't
just,
forget BP's your eyes. It's
Don't talk.
okay.
I mean, BP shot. But yeah, +1 boon.
I think I got it. Didn't
Who got it last?
Wait, I think I wrote it down.
I? Think of me.
Yeah,
Nomad.
it was Nomad.
Okay.
By the way, while we're here, chat, Walter Andrew says he loves the design.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
So, with that, then, covering multiple sore subjects in a single span of a session already,
It's been a lot already when we just started.
right? The party was granted 1 night's rest, and you were able to ask Bone Carver, the shaman, basically. I'll say the combined intelligence of the group, you could put it together, of the ice hunters here, will come and visit you and answer questions. After that, you were sent to a tent of sorts. It's not a bad tent, to say. It's very lackluster, is the best way to put it. Unlike when you guys go on your adventures and you have like a nice kind of rustic feel of a campground of sorts, this one has a bit of a how do I put this? It still has that rustic feel to it, but there's just like a never-ending smell of fish inside the tent as you guys enter into it. As like there's like this weird black kind of mist coming from the fire, the small fire that's in the middle of the tent there, with coals going that you can see like this black mist coming from. I'll say that the party at large, as you're kind of like looking around, you'd notice that there's the remains of some sort of like fish, as well as some weird black liquid that's been kind of poured over the fire, that's kind of giving off this weird smell, as well as the little bit of mist that's in the tent itself. There's enough room for your group, the 6 of you minus BP, unfortunately, to sleep comfortably inside the tent itself. As BP kind of like sits there and just kind of like looks around, is like there's just enough room for each of you to have a spot and have your equipment go down. As you are left to do what you want, I'd say you've got about 2 hours before nightfall, and when Bone Carver will return to visit you.
Bone Carver's gonna come at night. Night?
Yep, she's gonna come visit you at nightfall. If there's anything the party would like to do in that meantime.
Does anybody want to get married?
Yes.
It's her maid.
Yeah, I can marry people.
What?
You can marry.
My gloves allow me to marry people,
Oh, that's right.
and they get AC bonuses if they're together.
You should offer the tribe.
the tribe.
God.
Do they actually marry their women, or do they just clonk them over the head with a club?
Snooze, snooze.
Whoa!
I don't know. I'm not for these northern
You should-
tribes. I
should
don't know how
have-
they do it up here.
I don't know about the Northern Water Tribe.
The Northern Water Tribe.
I think it's called Unga Bunga here.
Whoa!
Unga Bunga. Captain Caveman.
What? The whole tent smells like fish.
Whole tent smells like fish.
Yeah, when
Is there fish in the tent?
There's like the remains, like bones, and some of the like carcass that's left over from some of the fish is in the small fire of coals that's in the middle of the room, or the middle of the tent.
Guys, why do you think Bone Carver? Do I know that she was this? Do I know that she was helping me? Don't you dare make me roll for fucking history right now.
Why don't we just talk about it?
Guys, that was a tough fight, but I'm pretty banged up right now. If
Want a band-aid?
yeah,
Maybe a
I'm
bubble?
pretty fucked up right now.
You know,
Walk
we
the dinosaur.
long rested, right?
We've long rested already. No,
Not
we
yet.
have not.
no, not yet.
No.
We have not.
No?
Nope.
No, we have
You
not.
have not
Just
gotten a
kidding.
long rest.
Would
Would you like to
would
turn
you
me
like a
into
bubble?
Bubble boy, bubble boy.
Can you imagine Carl in a giant,
Floppy arm.
Carl and a giant bulb.
Okay, Carl, I need you to sit down with me, okay?
We have an artifice.
I'm gonna sit in front of Carl. Wait, I'm not done. I'm gonna sit in front of Carl, and I'm gonna take out the conch.
Bubble Carl. Cool.
I'm gonna say, "Oh, great and mighty conch, can I give Carl a bubble, a band-aid bubble?" Say please, Carl. Say please.
Please. Please.
I'm gonna take out my conch, and I'm gonna go. Yes.
You guys both have conscious?
I'm gonna look at Kira and be like, "We're the weird ones."
Oh, great and mighty conch, thank you. Okay, I make you into bubble. Hold on.
I've seen this a few times now. I just let them do it.
How are we the weird ones?
Listen,
I'm gonna do.
we're all booked together for a reason.
Some god somewhere said, "You all belong together." Here you go.
I'll do healing word at 2nd level.
Oh. Okay then. Cool. Do it up.
Yeah. So you're gonna get chill. 8 healing.
8.
It's not a lot, but it's a bubble band-aid.
Okay, thank you. I have a question though. I appreciate that. Why didn't you do that to Orion? You first saw him.
Conch
What? Yeah. What
or the
happened?
bubble?
Both.
Well, you see, the bubble is just cute. Happy birthday, Donald Duck.
Good.
Happy birthday. But yeah, the bubble's just cute. But Orion, I don't know, something got over me. Animals that are wounded stress me out. But I healed them inevitably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the help. I'm gonna try to see if I can manage. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself also. Okay. Oh shit! Why did I do it twice? What the fuck just happened?
A bit of magic's happening in the tent there as Soraya heals Carl, and Carl kind of like turns and does a little bit of healing to himself as well. Anyone else like to do anything in the tent?
Fuck, were we supposed to be doing magic?
I feel like they can't get mad at healing. Not like we're being sneaky about anything. We're just healing you.
I feel fucked up, but
As far as they know, I can't even cast magic.
well, I think guys, I don't know what was up. Do I know that she helped me or not? You just shrugged your shoulder. I don't know how to roleplay it because I don't.
Trust on
Carl.
Mandler.
What is your passive
Carl.
perception?
15.
What are you gonna say, Kira?
Carl, did you at any point feel yourself feel better or anything throughout your fight?
Like a second wind almost.
I mean, I had a second wind at the beginning of my fight, but I kind of thought it was just like the adrenaline. But yeah, I was fading a couple times, and I was able to pull myself back together. Why?
Have you ever met Bone Carver before?
I have no idea who Bone Carver is.
The
Do I know
shaman
who
lady.
Do I know who
The
Bone
shaman.
Carver is?
The shaman lady.
You
Yeah,
would,
but have I met her before?
would you like to roll history to see if you've ever met Bone Carver ever before?
Yes, sure.
Go for it.
Fucking disadvantage. That's a fucking dirty 20 was my first roll. Son of a shit. And then I roll a fucking 2. So
Okay.
First time you've ever met her, as far as you're aware.
Sheep.
Carl, I'm asking if you've met her before because she was healing you.
why?
That's a great question. I was hoping you'd be able to answer.
Maybe she thinks he's
I have
cute.
no idea.
You hit it and quit it one time?
Do I know why she was healing me? I don't know. I don't think I would know why.
He
Maybe-
bent so
maybe
many
she-
maidens. He can't.
Maybe
remember
she
them
wanted
all.
to talk to us. Maybe she knew what the deal was, and that was the only way she would get to talk to us if I defeated their champion.
Or
Maybe that
maybe
was-
she thinks you're cute.
Or that.
And now you have a bubble. Good for you.
And get her coordinates free if you want.
Coordinates.
Send
Coordinates.
a crow. What you doing?
Raven.
Yeah, don't send a
Sure.
sparrow.
Yeah. Or any other
It was
creature.
one
of-
time. It was one time.
He has a bit of
We'll be in like
disdain for
session 50, and I'll be like, "Yep, no sparrow."
no creatures of the ornithological variety.
Or Helga.
Poor Helga. R.I.P.
Right.
Helga.
Gone too soon.
Gone,
She's
but not
gonna use-
forgotten.
Fried bird.
It wasn't even fried. There was
Dust.
just ash. There was just ash and dust.
Roasted.
She didn't have a lot of hit points.
She was small.
Barry, anything you'd like to do? Like I said, you got about 2 hours before nightfall.
Are we allowed to leave our tents and stuff like that, or no?
Would you like to leave your tent, Carl?
I hate when he says it like
do.
that. I hate when he says it like that.
That
Makes-
makes me feel like
Makes
He
you
w-
second
he
guess
was waiting for me to
everything.
he was waiting for somebody to ask this, and that is what he was planning, how he was planning to respond. That's what I think right now.
I'll follow.
I didn't say I was leaving yet.
I'm talking here.
You can leave.
Have an idea.
What? I don't want
I
to go fishing.
genuinely think Markath is in that tent that I saw on the other side of the chief's tent.
Oh, we about to be
Because
stealthy. I'm in.
But wait,
So
There's more.
aren't we waiting for Bone Carver to come to our tent? Maybe we should hear something from her first. That way we can get all the information we need before we just go headlong into a situation where we can get killed.
But like, we could peek, and she's not gonna be here for
but
like
what if
2
they
hours.
can't
2 hours.
see me?
Can't see you.
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
What you mean, girl?
She's sneaky, sneaky.
Should be, girl.
It's the this.
And it's the Play-Doh snakes. You make the Play-Doh snakes arranged.
I have a thing that I can become invisible.
Okay.
And you just now telling us this right now? Right now?
Yeah, why don't you just like go invisible and trip that champion while give our boy Carl a fighting chance there.
We were kind of in a circle, and I didn't want to cast magic and get him killed.
Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's some stone cold logic right there.
I was absolutely ready that if things went south, I was hightailing my invisible ass out of there. That's
Oh.
why I asked to be on the end of the line. I was like, I can just run.
Good to know. You'll tuck your tail and run when things get tough.
No, it's okay, because then I was gonna
They were
cast
gonna
synaptic
take
static
our
on everybody.
weapons. They were gonna take our weapons, and I was not gonna let them take my shadow
no.
dagger.
They were gonna take our weapons. It sounds like they weren't gonna take your weapon.
They weren't touching mine.
Yeah, I don't,
Hey,
I don't
Carl.
really use weapons.
Speaking about weapons, can I have my shield back?
Oh yeah. Here. You have it.
To be
I
fair,
took
they
it
were
out
gonna
of my
take.
inventory.
To be fair, they were gonna take y'all's weapon. I can hide mine in a pocket dimension and just put it back into the shadows.
That's bad to say that about your butthole.
Kira,
My pocket.
when you bring up the shadow dagger, do you touch it?
When I bring up the shadow dagger, do I touch it? Like when I
When you're
talk
like, I
about it?
wouldn't want them to take my shadow dagger, do you actually reach and touch it?
Well, it's on my hip, so sure.
Okay. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Fucking.
That's a D20, right?
That's a d20.
It's a D4.
Plus your.
I'm so charisma. Why charisma?
Charisma saving throw, yes.
Plus your Riz.
So it's a D12 plus or D20 plus.
Plus whatever your modifier, your Riz modifier.
Plus your
13.
Riz plus your proficiency bonus.
Yep.
13?
Yeah.
You rolled a 13?
Is that with everything?
Yeah. I rolled a 12 and I have +1.
Ouch.
What about your proficiency bonus?
4.
So you had that as
But
well.
I'm not proficient. Don't you have to be proficient in charisma?
Yeah, I'd be proficient in whatever it is. You don't-
Sorry,
Yeah.
I am guilty.
I am not charismatic.
Nope. So,
No
Kira,
Riz.
as you're watching as
Am I about to summon a devil?
Carl hands over the shield back to Soraya there, your vision goes black.
Is she gonna have another? Is she gonna have another moment?
Here?
Me.
Okay.
God, she's gonna have
Shit.
As off in the distance from you, a pair of red eyes glow. As the little grinny smile comes up that you recognize the face of, well, the features, the shadowy features of Malgathor. Yes?
Did I call you?
You did. You touched the dagger.
How? Isn't that the point? Is this how this thing works? Do I have to get permission to use it?
No, you have my permission to use it. But you touched it, and you're not in trouble. So why else would you touch it?
Because I'm gonna use it.
Yes, that's the point of the dagger. But as like he kind of waves his hand as now that you can see him floating invisibly next where he visibly was before, you see 9. My little friend told me you touched it, so I figured you were looking to talk. Is that not the case?
No, I was looking to use it.
Very well then.
There's a difference. I didn't know if I needed to talk, that I just had to touch it, and that the invisible imp would run in tattletale.
Hey, I'm not tattletaling. Just doing my job.
I thought your job was to keep an eye on the other one.
Well, you're together.
Damn.
You're
Makes it
his
easy.
little friend.
I would say coworker more than friend. You know?
Doesn't mean I like you.
Well, that's mean.
He seems to like you.
As he slowly
If you like me,
disappears.
you call me the other one.
Well, Kira, I have something fun to tell you, though. So this works out that you accidentally touched the dagger. Your friend says hello.
My friend? I don't have friends.
Well, I guess I should say, similar to how Durham and 9 aren't friends, they're more of coworkers. Your previous employer says hello.
How would you know?
I have my ways.
Enough
Rats.
that you've talked to her.
Not directly, but she's not happy with whatever you did recently. Did you interact with her somehow? Maybe send a lovely little bird to beckon that you were coming to come slice her throat open for me?
No.
Any magical interactions of sorts? Seen glass
Oh
orbs?
shit, my dream.
Your dream.
She came to me.
Oh.
She attacked me. She left a bruise across my back.
Interesting. Is it still there? Can I see?
No, it's gone.
I guess it was a dream.
No, it was very much there. I was able to remove her marking.
Ooh. She must very much like you to use some high-level magic to get her little claws on you. Interesting little bunch of friends, aren't you?
We have a way with people.
And so do I. That's one thing we both have in common, isn't it, Kira?
So how would she know to tell you to tell me to say hi?
Not so much telling me directly. I may have employed a few folks in the Shadowfell, as secrets are my business. So I might have a couple employees of my own there, watching and giving me all the little dark secrets that hide in the shadows.
Shadows are a great place to hide.
That they are, Kira. Well, since this little conversation was an accident, I figured giving you that much information, giving you the one-up of knowing that she's very much looking for you. So keep your wits about you. I do want to have that draconic soul. And it'd be a shame to lose out.
I will happily provide her soul to you.
Very well. If you do need assistance, by all means, just ask Durham to summon 9, or if you're looking for more of a one-on-one interaction, I am more than happy to assist someone that's taking on one of my special jobs. Just touch the dagger without
Touch the
needing
dagger.
it in
Lesson
combat.
learned.
Yes. Toodles, as your vision returns once more to the tent.
Was this one of those things where like time was passing for her, but for us it was kind of like an instantaneous kind of thing?
Bingo dango.
I'm just gonna go back and be like, so we're the weird ones. So how are we the weird ones?
How are we the weird ones?
So yeah, here's your shield. Here's your shield.
So do we want to wait for Bone Carver or
Wait.
and do some recon after, or go now and see what's in that tent?
I mean, we've got 2 hours. We've got two whole hours.
I think that's enough time to sneak over to a tent.
Yeah, I mean, if you think you could do it without getting caught and without being seen doing magic, I think we're probably.
Yeah, make sure you go invisible in here and then walk outside, by the way.
Yeah.
And maybe, Carl, you can kind of open up the front of the tent, and while you're opening it up, Kira can pass through. So they don't just see like a flap open up and then...
I'll walk out like I'm taking a piss, and then we'll hold the door open a little longer than we need to.
Yeah, just say it's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
You know, open up a window.
I'll stay behind though. Just in
I'll
case,
tell him you
the
farted.
shot goes early.
Farted. We'll just open it up. Just air it out.
Just gonna fart on the fire.
Do not go in there.
So We're doing this. We're doing this.
Well, technically,
Yeah.
she's doing this.
Okay, Kira. What are you
All right,
casting?
Mander, I'm gonna use the shadow dagger, and I'm going to do Veil of Shadows.
Fair enough.
How long
Alright.
does it last?
The shadow
doesn't say.
daggers, Veil of Shadows. I can tell you in just one moment, please. The shadow dagger, 1 hour.
Perfect.
Brittany, did you? I'm just trying to recall. But did you say when we were having our conversation that they were going to try and take my shadow dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If Carl lost his fight, they were gonna take our weapons.
And you said
But did you say shadow dagger?
I think she did. I think she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
No reason whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like test out being a DM for my campaign, so
Okay.
Words matter.
secrets. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
You would know I have that though. Oh wait, you were not down there when I got that.
It's okay.
Surprise!
Like surprise indeed.
Don't kill me.
I'm gonna kill you.
Rob over here, like, no. It's not. We're good. We're good. Don't worry about it.
Over here. With my emery board.
Alright, so Mander, I'm gonna cast Veil of Shadows.
Very well. Keep in mind the shadow curse. Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 uses, but I need to
You have to do the
recharge.
ritual to get the charges back. So keep that in mind.
Cool. Awesome possum.
Still casting
Alright.
Veil of Shadows?
Casting Veil of Shadows.
Very well. As Kira takes out this dagger that's... it's the shape of a normal dagger. It has kind of like this V-shaped hilt that comes out, but the edges of it all are constantly like having like this weird wispy effect of it. Though like the main part of it looks pretty solid to hold as it's just pure black mist. But as you touch it once more, this time without summoning Malgathor, the shadows in the room grow bold and dark as they kind of like elongate from all the corners of the room of the tent here and kind of climb up like small hands up Kira's legs until she's completely shrouded in shadows. And then they dissipate and she's gone. As you are invisible.
Let's go.
As,
Right.
Carl opens up the tent door as you walk out into the snow.
And that's what the 10.
Can I just go behind the tent and then like over here?
Give me a stealth check.
Hey.
16.
16. Alright. As Carl, as you're standing there kind of waving it out, what's your passive perception?
15.
15. You don't see Kara, she's gone.
Fuck.
As
Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
Kara, as you make your way up the snow there, up the embankments, being as quietly as you can, try not to disturb any of the Now that you're walking around a bit more, you notice that a lot of the ground here, even underneath the snow, is like you would put like your hand down to like give yourself a little bit of leverage to pull yourself up a little bit of an embankment of snow. You would feel bone underneath it as you're kind of realizing a bit more with your ungodly high passive perception that much of the snow here, whether maybe just a little bit underneath it or sticking out right, is covered with bones of various creatures still. Mostly fishes and that, but you do see some other bones of different styles and that, cracked and things of that nature. But as you can continue your way around the larger tent here in the village, hearing a little bit of a commotion inside of some odd dialect that you've recognized as whatever the ice hunters speak. As you come up and around the other side of it, you are able to see a bit more of the village off to the side there. Seeing a couple more clusters of tents, as well as standing outside two of the tents there, two more ice hunters with a dog, one of the wolves that they've domesticated.
A woo.
A woo.
From up against the side of the tent that I think Markath is in.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear anything through the tent walls?
Would that be this tent right here that you're sussing out?
Ping again?
One
Yeah.
right to your right? Okay. With your passive perception, I mean, if you want to do... Roll me perception to see if you actually can beat your passive. Because you can always beat it.
Not with these rolls. I need to change my dice. You said this was perception?
Oui.
I matched it. 21.
Okay. So as you're kind of listening more into that tent there, you hear nothing like the tent to your left, where there's a little bit more of like a ruckus going on in there of some sort. A lot of talking in that, but as you kind of like focus your senses more onto the tent to your right there, it's quiet in there, and you can hear just a small bit of breathing that kind of like comes off like a snore of sorts.
Okay. Can I go, like, peep into the tent?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to disturb the, like, flap to the tent too much. I just want to, like, peep in.
Okay. Are you trying to like peek under like the side of the tents, or are you trying to like go more into the front side and look into the tent itself?
The front.
The front? Alright, you are invisible. So as you make your way to the front of the tent there, give me sleight of hand. As you're trying not to disturb the flap of the tent just enough.
Barely the camera. Caro, your camera.
23. Oh, wait, plus proficiency. Oh, wait, I didn't add proficiency to my last one. Okay. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
27? Jesus. As you're able to open it up just right as like a little bit of gust of wind comes by, that you're able to push it open just right so that way it will hold with a little bit of help of the gusts doing most of the work for you there. As you peek in, you see a bit nicer of a tent than the one that you were given. It's a little bit more roomy in here, as on the far wall of this tent you see an individual, their chest laid bare, with multiple like gashes across their chest, and you can see this odd assortment of materials that have been laid across the gashes there, as you can kind of see some of them peeking out from underneath. There, massive pile of rags at the foot of this bed here on the floor, in a bowl that are red tint to them. As you're looking around a bit more in this room, you see a variety of different animal pelts, penguins, and things of that nature that have been used to make kind of like a flooring in here. And as you look up, bones galore that hang and kind of like jingle a little bit, almost like wind chimes in the air.
Oh God, are they bleeding this man? Oh my God.
What would you like to do, Kara?
Do I see a dracorn?
Do you know what the Dracorn looks like?
Like an acorn, obviously.
Or something. What do you think the Dracorn looks like? Like an acorn, obviously.
I'm
Hashtag
picturing
speak Twiggy.
this like the long, like curving, like the bone horns that you would see like a long time ago, where they're like, "Brother."
Right. As you're looking around a bit more, roll me, I guess, perception, even though it's ungodly high. Let's see if you can beat it again.
Smile.
Now
on
that
your
I
face.
remember, I have perception. 27.
27. Jesus Christ. So as you're looking around the room a bit more, as the light kind of like dances around from the bones that are kind of like strewn across here, as well as the ones that are hanging up. Some of them, as you're watching a bit more, have been made into like almost like lanterns of a sort that cradle like a little single flame in it, but not like a candle wick, as if almost some sort of liquid's been poured into like the basin of this bone that's hanging from the ceiling for some of them. You don't see anything that looks like one of those like grand horns that like Vikings or like kingdoms of the past would have used. I will say that you do notice that there, with a 27, there's no weapons in this room though. Nothing that would look like, with your comment of are they bleeding this man, that would give off the vibe that they're actively trying to bleed him. There's no weapons in here. Though there are a variety of bones, but nothing that looks like an outright weapon.
I'm concerned for this man's safety. With a priestess named Bone Carver and a man with decorative gouges across his chest. I'm gonna go back to the tent.
Okay. Say it'd be only about 10-15 minutes that you've been gone at this point. It'll be about 20 for you to go back.
That thing's
20 minutes for me to get back?
Yep, overall you would only be gone for 20 minutes. If there's
Okay.
anything else you'd like to do. You have invisibility for an hour. I'll say that you can just drop it though. As you do have the whole village that you can wander about, more or less. Or you can return to your friends. Your choice.
I'm not sure. I feel like there's something that we're supposed to find out about this tent. Because that's where everyone ran when we mentioned Marquette. But I'm not getting anything from it.
Are you
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
Can I ask over the table?
Go ahead. What's up?
Like what would other people, like me being new to D&D, am I just overthinking this?
No, you're just playing your character. What your character may or may not know, things of that nature. Certain abilities
Okay.
your character might have. Like spellcasters, they have different things. They might be looking more for magical items. Someone like a fighter or a barbarian might be like, oh, there's no weapons in here. Doesn't matter to me, and just move on. So it just kind of comes down to
Okay.
what you feel like would be important to your character then.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go into the tent and I'm gonna look around more.
Anything in particular you're looking around for?
I'm looking for information, like books or like pieces of things that things I might know would go, because I'm a thief. I can steal things. So like if I see something that I think I could get away with stealing and us not get caught in the next 12 hours, that like maybe it's something Hermaeus could use, or maybe like if it's something that I might trigger to go, ooh, Hermaeus might be able to use this, or Soraya could use this, Solaris could use it, like the other
Just
two
looking
are
for
kinks.
valuable items.
Information that could help us for our quests.
I won't make you roll
I
perception.
do believe she Rogan.
She's Rogan, that's for sure. I won't make you roll perception again. You've rolled pretty high so far. And even then your passive's ungodly high. So as you're looking a bit more now for something that might pique your interests from your adventures in your past and that, you do come across, as you're wandering around closer to the bed that this individual is lying in, tucked in the far corner, near the foot of it, there's like a small pillow that you can still kind of see like the indent of someone that sat there for hours and hours and hours of time. And at the front of it, facing the wall, there's odd little like drawings on the siding of the tent there. That as you're looking at it, it looks like reminiscent of the sea of moving ice, as like there's like a sun in the sky that has been kind of like slashed through with some of this charcoal, chalk-like material that's been used to draw on the sides there. And above it is a massive dragon in like an ashen white design. And then at the floor end of it, sitting on like a small little table, is a variety of small sculptures and carvings in that, made from bones of a variety of different creatures, seen like a walrus, an otter, a penguin, a whale, and a polar bear, all sitting there.
What were those animals again?
There was a otter, a penguin, a walrus, and a polar bear.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do in the room? I'll say now that you're a bit closer to the individual, you can kind of hear the breathing has like a little bit of a ragged aspect to it as well. Not like they're... give me a medicine check, actually.
Oh dear lord. Okay. Holy crap. 22?
22. I'll say with a 22, you can tell they're at like a teetering step of where they are. They're quite hurt as you're able to look over and see like these massive gashes in their chest there that kind of like start from like the collar and the neck area and go down, and you see it all the way down to like their hip. Most of it's kind of covered by this odd assortment of weird materials that have been placed on their chest, and some of it's kind of like patted down with some sort of liquid of sorts. A little bit of like a weird perfumey smell comes from that kind of like fights and conflicts with the bit of fish smell that this tent has compared to yours as well. But I would say with that, you could tell they're not outright dying at the moment.
Okay. All right. An otter, a walrus, a polar bear,
And a penguin.
and a penguin. At the foot of a painting with a dragon over the mountain with the sun slashed out.
I'll say that you can, as you're looking at it, you recognize it's kind of like reminiscent of the sea of moving ice, with one giant iceberg kind of underneath all the dragon and the sun, and then the giant iceberg underneath it on a straight line of each other.
Okay. Right. But there's nothing that I could see like to take or anything like that.
Minus the odd
There's-
assortment of bone things that are just kind of like hanging from the ceiling itself. Most of them, I would say, as you're walking by, give off more of that fishy smell. As a bit more of like the whatever's inside of it is burning. But other than like the little bowl of wet rags, all tainted in some weird reddish color, and then these 4 figurines that you see on a little small table. There's not much else really in here. It's very like minimalistic of a design.
Okay. Then I'm gonna leave.
So you step back out into the cold. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. As you are sneaky.
30-20.
Very fun. All right. Where would you like to go next?
Can I like? This would really be pushing it. How much do I want to really push the fact that I'm invisible?
You tell me.
I'm gonna sneak this way.
All right.
And can I sneak behind them? Like, is that a movement? Is that a path I can take?
Ooh, you want to sneak up behind them?
Like, I want to go like this path here, like behind them to go around, because I want to pause, like somewhere in the front of the tent and listen.
Okay.
And I want to hear kind of what they're saying.
Give me acrobatics. As you're like trying to like
I have
step over things.
I have to stop giving her stealth.
It's still dex based, so
19.
yeah, then it's still dex based, so you should do quite fine. As you start to make your way. I know that you'll be fine for that. Will you be fine for that? Very well. As you make your way there, I'll say that like you see the first wolf, his ears kind of perk up as your like foot kind of comes down in the snow just slightly enough that it doesn't give that full crunch sound, but his ears still kind of twitch for a moment there as he kind of like doesn't look directly off into your direction from behind him, as he just kind of like gives out like a and just lays down more in the snow. as you're right. Do you want to be right in front of the door or off to the side of the tent flaps?
Can I be on the other side of the tent flap?
Yeah. So you keep making your way over there.
Yeah.
This wolf's a little bit more intrigued by the ice hunter that's with it at the moment, as it's kind of like feeding it some bit of like meat that's been charred down. It's just kind of munching on that happily. So you make your way to the other side.
All right.
You're getting real lucky.
Yeah. Luckily, I was smart and I knew that this played to my strength. Because I have had some lower rolls and my plus 12 saved me.
That would do it.
Alright. And then from there, I'm just gonna kind of follow a normal path back, like kind of this way, and then like down and around.
You're not wanting to listen anymore into the big tent?
Can I?
Originally you wanted to. If you don't want to anymore, you don't got
Yeah.
to.
No, if I can use my ears and listen through the tent, that would be crime.
Okay. Give me perception.
I'd love to. $33.
Okay. So Kira, as you're listening in to the inside, now that you're listening a bit more to this tent other than the other one, it's still a lot of that noise of whatever language these ice hunters speak. There's a decent amount of voices coming from inside, and the sheer size of this tent. You can definitely tell there's a decent amount of individuals inside this main tent. I'll say that as you're listening with a 33, you do pick up the chief's voice, a bit less broken up now that he's speaking his native tongue, as well as kind of like flowing through. It's almost like a small stream. You can pick out Bonecarver's voice, but you don't know what they're saying.
Okay. Alright, then I'm gonna head on back to the tent.
Very well. So it'll be about 30 minutes that Kira's been gone, if there's anything the rest of the party would like to do while she's off and about.
Mander.
Carol.
Sweet DM.
Soraya.
Best DM.
Eyeballs.
I don't have speaking with animals on anymore, do I?
No, it would have dropped a while ago.
So if I were to have cast it again upon myself, would I be close enough to telepathically speak to Orion?
No.
Then I will not cast it upon myself.
I will say that you would know your telepathy is only 60 feet. You've gone a lot farther than 60 feet.
That's what I wanted to double check.
You're good.
But in the same note. Mander.
You're going to cast Sending, aren't you?
No, is there literally anything that I can do to make sure he's okay? Because when I tell you I've been sitting here this entire time, stressing, my blood pressure through the roof, my hands clammy, my head throbbing. I'm having the most stress right now over this fucking polar bear.
Mom spaghetti.
He's weak, mom spaghetti.
Do you have a way to check on Orion? I will say you guys have traveled enough. I will say that you know he's about 200 feet away.
That's so far.
Oh, he's dead.
So far.
Oh, he's so dead.
No, don't say that.
I'll say if you don't have a way to check if he's okay, you can do a nature check.
You know?
Go for it. And give you some information about polar bears.
No, but it's not him that I'm concerned about. It's about the people. people and my polar bear.
I mean, yeah, you did leave him at the dock.
Xander, please don't do this to me, please. My polar bear.
Wait. Weren't we told that he would be okay as long as we didn't do anything?
But over the table, they don't like Sean. They don't like him. They're gonna kill my
Sean is a
polar
disgraced
bear.
hunter now.
They're gonna kill my polar bear.
Sean also said as long as he was with Soraya, he'd
They're
be fine.
gonna kill him.
Okay, sorry. I tried.
They're gonna kill my polar bear. Is there any birds? Are
There
there
are no
birds nearby? Do I hear birds chirping above the tent?
There are no birds.
We're on an iceberg.
You are on an iceberg.
Birds do fly over ice.
They fly
I
south
should-
for the winter.
I'm gonna think of something if anybody else wants to do something.
Very well. Take your time. Anything else the rest of the party would like to do, minus Kira, as you are making your return back to the tent?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine.
Solaris is good.
I didn't waste anything last game, so I'm good.
Hold on. I would like to enter almost like a meditative state.
Meditative.
Meditating.
state.
As Ramirez sits down on the ground, pulls out his man nipples. I'm just joking.
Beaches thing.
What's the difference between nipples and man nipples?
One's more hairy than the other.
Yeah. So I want to see if I can possibly like envision this shadow blade and kind of like almost like beckon Vecna and see if like he might know anything about it because it is quite a curious
Okay.
thing.
Give me a charisma check. If you could, sir.
His Discord just imploded.
Oh
Give him a
no,
second.
he died. I got him live. I don't know if I can
Alexa, stop.
Alexa's fault.
I blame
It is
Alexa.
Alexa's fault. Has it been a short rest? Would you say it's been a short rest?
A short rest is 1 hour. So if you guys want to take a short rest, you can. So if you're going to actually take the short rest action ability, basically how that works is you would take one of your hit die and you roll that and you gain that much health. If you have abilities that recharge on a short rest, those would recharge as well. If it's a long rest, they do not recharge. But only those that are at the tent. Kira, as you are wandering off, you are actually doing something that is extensive, so you cannot participate in this. And you can do small things in a short rest. So like reading books, shit like that you can do. It's
I
not
don't know why you said book like that.
books. Because I can.
Book.
Books. Because you can. But yeah, anyone that wants to take a short rest, you can. I'll say. You have an hour. Kira's going to be gone for 30 minutes, so that's like half of it right there.
I asked a stupid question.
Go for it.
What do you mean by hit die? Like,
So
Like,
your
what I
character,
roll?
when you're building your characters, you get assigned a hit die. I believe yours is a 1d10.
where's that? Where do I find that?
It should be on your character sheet.
Oh,
There he is.
Should be like in like your health section, like your hit points and that.
Hmm?
Should be like in your health and like your hit points and that. Oh no, now he's really
I don't
gone.
see it either.
If you look up short rest, it'll show you. So if you see short rest in the top thing, it'll show you.
Oh, yeah. Click short rest, and then it for me it says rogue, and then it says hit die.
There you go.
1d10 plus 2.
Bingo dingo. So yeah, you'll click that. You'll roll the d10 and you'll gain that much health back. think it adds your Constitution modifier as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't come in often, but it's always an option to take a short rest. Have you returned to us, prodigal son?
No, we're trying to fix it.
Oh, gotcha.
Also, there's nothing I can do, so I'll just cry about the polar bear.
As Soraya sits there and cries in the corner. We'll give Rob a minute or two there. Have you returned to me, prodigal son?
Wait.
What?
So, I get to roll it 5 times?
No.
1 time.
1 time. Each die is the equivalent of 1 hour. So, if you wanted to rest for 5 hours, you could do that. You also can't do anything strenuous in a 5-hour time span. So let's say something comes up and slaps you on the butthole. In the course of that 5 hours, you don't get all the hit die. Same thing actually correlates to a long rest as well too. If I interrupt you before enough of a long rest can happen, you don't get the full long rest. This is why you always wait to make sure you get a long rest, because you never know what might happen.
So I'm just doing the thing and then it should pop up. Just leave it there.
Can y'all hear me? Things?
Yes.
Alright. So I guess until my game decides not to be shitty, I guess I'm kind of stuck like this.
He's actually just 2 little blue orbs.
2 little blue orbs.
That's me.
But we can hear you, so you wanted to reach out to your patron and see if you can get more knowledge regarding the Shadow Dagger.
Yeah, like where it comes from, of what origin is it?
I hate you now. I fucking hate you.
What? Why?
You know why.
I'm just curious.
Give,
All my friends call me Whiskers.
give me a charisma check.
Rizzy.
Skippy Riz.
You like to pester
Grace
your
is like, I
patron.
thought I wanted this girl to help with my whatever I'm doing with you, but maybe I don't.
22.
22. As once more, as Hermes sits down on the ground there and kind of like enters this meditative state over the course of time that Kira's gone, kind of like muttering and odd like phrases and tongues and that to himself, in like hushed breath, as Hermes, as you kind of like take your consciousness and send it off to commune with your patron there. Similar to before, like a small child going up to their parent, pulling on their arm, and that to gain their attention, as you are able to gain the gaze of Vecna upon you once more. What would you like to say?
So sorry to keep bugging you about little things, but I think both of us know that the smallest detail could mean everything. I happen to set my eyes upon what is being referred to as a shadow dagger, and I'd like to kind of like explain like its looks, you know, how it was drawn, as well as the magic that was like coming from it, as well as the fact that it made one of my compatriots invisible. And I'm not sure if this is something that was created necessarily in the Shadowfell, or if this is the workings of this the Raven Queen. I think, yeah, Raven Queen. You know, from the land from which she hails from.
Roll me your percentile.
Whoa!
That's a D100, right?
1 D100 or your D10 and the other lovely percentile die. We're gonna have fun.
50%.
50. Ooh, okay. As Vecna turns to you, giving you a bit more of your attention, bringing up the Raven Queen now. As he turns to you and goes, "You have possibly found an artifact of the greatest mistress. Is it in any way possible for you to obtain this item?"
Might be difficult. What in what means does obtain mean? Does like obtain mean like touch it for like 2 seconds, or get a hold of it entirely and bring it somewhere?
If it is belonging to the Raven Queen, any of her magics can be used for my causes, as well as to take them from her. I have heard tales of shadow daggers. I do not know their origins at this time. It's magics that I've not taken the time to fully indulge myself into. But they are strong weapons, giving their wielders the ability to turn invisible. I am aware of some sort of curse is placed upon them as well. Something that requires them to spill secrets to the darkness that they have sworn fealty to.
So there's someone else that is a keeper of secrets.
There is.
So is she going to be a problem?
Do you sense any way that she could impede your goals in assisting me in the greatest endeavor known to the realm?
At this point, from what I gather, that she may not know the gravity of the curse in which has been bestowed upon her.
Very well then. Whisper in her ear then, my servant. Coax her to our goals. And if she becomes a liability, kill her.
It will be done.
As he turns his attention from you, as you regain your consciousness back into your body.
Babies, no!
Gods are
That
fun.
his camera is not working.
I feel like he had this like a jaw drop moment.
Right.
Brittany, no.
Brittany's like, no, don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you, Brittany.
Your alignment sucks!
The
Your
future-
alignment sucks.
The future is unwritten, baby.
Your alignment sucks.
It doesn't suck.
Look, Dad, I'm gonna kill her!
She got toilet paper.
What about Kipper? Also, try unplugging your camera and plugging it back in. And then returning it back on.
It's my camera, a Nintendo cartridge.
Yes!
I'm really glad I didn't
Yeah, blow in
do
it.
makeup very much today.
Oh, poor
Oh,
Brittany, you've
crap.
had an emotional day. It's up and down roller coaster already. You came in here with so much spunk, and then like get told like, hey, by the way, this you got stuff going on your own bullshit. Then you're like, okay, well, I'm doing really great. I'm super sneaky, and then over the table you hear Rob get told, hey, if she's not gonna work for us, kill her.
My God.
Oh, yeah. This game, roller coaster of emotions constantly. It's fun. It's a good time.
Hey, you blew it.
Hey,
It didn't work.
bag. You gotta blow it sometimes to get it up and going, right?
Yeah. I forgot. I was
I
doing
wish
this the whole
I
time.
could say I was happy to see your face.
Damn!
She
But
said,
now,
She said, you can go
I
back to
don't
being
know.
2 dots.
she said, I hope they kill you.
Can you be a 2 dot again?
I don't know know that you want to kill me, but knowing that you might want to kill me puts a damper on seeing your face a little bit. That's okay.
Don't worry.
I still love you.
Listen, when it comes down to my type of alignment, which is lawful evil, there's the need for structure and authority, but authority. It's I still value my own end goals before anything else. So over the table, Vecna pledging my devotion to Vecna to get my powers is a way to further my own end goals, not necessarily his. So it's okay. There's so many things, but outright killing you would be foolish and honestly not fun. So
And again, it was only if she becomes a liability. That was the phrase. She has to become a liability.
Correct.
So, anything else the party would like to do before the return of Kira? Sarai, you have nothing to do, right? I know you've been like
Check on him,
scurrying
and I can't turn
your
into an
shit.
animal to check on him. And if I can't speak with animals, I can't get to him, and I just don't know what to do. And Mander, if he dies, I'm gonna
He's
be very
part of the
sad.
balance of nature, then. As a druid, you would know that's part of nature.
I'm just gonna be like biting my nails in the corner.
Pomona.
Stress.
This K goes, damn. Shit got real quick. Very well. As bit of time goes by, as Kira rejoins the party, as I'm assuming you would drop your invisibility once entering.
Yes.
As the tent opens to no one being there, as Kira, once more the shadows kind of climb up over this invisible form and then dissipate as Kira's returned.
I am back.
Hey, buddy.
Well, I found out how Bone Carver got her name. Pretty sure that was her tent. He's doing some sort of healing, what looked like some sort of healing ritual on someone who has these gashes down their body, like massive gashes. I don't know what the gashes are from. I mean, they were huge. I guess they could have been a bear, a
Bones?
dragon.
Bones? Could they be from Bones?
What do you mean bones?
Her name is Bone Carver.
Well,
Did
so I thought she was bleeding this man at first. I don't think that's the case because there was a bunch of things on the gashes that led me to believe he was trying to be healed. It was a very perfumey, oily thing to the gashes. I'm not a healer or anything like that, so I just know that it was.
You're sure that it was a
looked-
male? You sure it wasn't Marcath?
It was definitely just a man. And then Bone Carver was because there were carved bones everywhere. Of which some of the carved bones were cute little animal trinkets. There was a walrus, a penguin, an otter, and a polar bear in front of a painting on the tent wall of the glaciers and icebergs with like mountainish, but then it was the sun and a giant dragon. And I'm not sure what to make of that, but the 4 trinkets were close to this painting. I'm not sure. But it was definitely just Bone Carver's tent. So why people ran there when we mentioned Marquette? There was nothing in there to glean.
Guess we'll have to wait to see what Bone Carver says.
That is unless whoever was in that tent has been long gone since this tussle between Carl and Chieftain's champion.
Long gone?
Maybe they got whoever was in that tent out of Dodge while we were distracted with the fight.
They could have.
Possible.
Fantastic. I could see the mathematical equations going around Carol's head right now. She says, 1 plus 2 is 31.
Fish.
70.
No, window. Anyway,
What's
11d6.
17 plus 14?
don't give me odd numbers.
31.
You know the odd numbers are hard for me, Vaquero. Anyway. So do you think... Did everybody notice that she was healing, Carl? Like, we're all on the same page, right? Like, we're all aware?
All but Solange.
I'm
But then we
just
talked
now
about it.
finding out about this.
So she was... Hey, Solaris.
Yeah.
She was healing Carl during the fight.
Or
Well,
I
why?
didn't even see that.
Oh, no, maybe
He
she
didn't
thinks
tell
it's
you? I told him to tell you.
I don't know.
BP only focuses on things that BP wants.
Maybe she wants to jump your bones.
But listen, so...
funny here.
Might carve them. I'm good. I'm good.
Do you think she was trying to
Well,
just
I'm with
prolong the
carving
fight?
window.
Do you think she's a bad guy? She can't be a bad guy. She's religious.
Or
I
is
hope
she
it's
like
not a-
just...
even say
That's pretty tough.
You're fighting a religion of dragons.
Oh my god, are you a dragon cultist apologist? Oh my god. Look away from me. Can't do with y'all.
That's all I have to say to that conversation part. But you're
You're
good.
the one that talks in tongues, Harvey.
What are you talking about?
Whoa.
I was just napping. I talk in my sleep. What do you want?
It's fucking weird.
Me too.
No, you don't talk in your sleep. You scream. Let's get
Oh,
something
no,
straight.
Howard, in your sleep.
You don't speak. You scream.
So do we know?
Your
we know
night
what
terrors
we're
are so
asking her when she comes back?
terrifying. They terrified us.
Do you guys think we should probably maybe think about what we're gonna ask her when she gets back? over
Yeah,
here
why
to
the
talk to
fuck
us?
she was trying to heal me, and for what reason I was supposed to? So she wanted me to win. She wanted me to
Wait.
win.
Do we only get one question? Is this like a genie thing where like they only give you a certain amount?
She's a shaman.
They said questions plural.
Maybe she wanted the battle to go a certain way so that she would be able to talk to us instead of see us immediately be expelled from the village.
Oh my god, do you think she's gonna be like a secret agent like that other lady we met?
I'll tell you this: I am not going
that
to.
Solaris and I met.
I'm not gonna let her leave the tent until we get answers, guys.
That sounds really aggressive. We probably shouldn't beat them up considering we're in their village.
Flies with honey, then vinegar, all that stuff.
They have wolves.
And
Well,
bones to carve.
We just took out the toughest person here. I think we're pretty good.
Yeah, but you also got
Yeah,
not
we
only a
also had some
band-aid
assistance.
from me, but
had
you got a
assistance.
band-aid from that.
She will carve your bones.
I was ducking and dodging.
You were handy. You were given a handicap.
I
was
prefer to leave those
ducking
ones
and
uncarved.
dodging and
What if she's just like a
progressive?
progressive mind out of the tribe? You
Yeah,
know,
she's like a
she's just
progressive
someone
shaman.
that is fine with talking to outsiders, but the only way that she can talk to said outsiders is if they end up winning against the strongest competitor. Who knows how many times she could have possibly done this? We might not be the first group that has ever come across the tribe and she's done this with.
I mean, I
This
got a
is-
good look at her. We're
this
definitely
is-
not her first.
this is my best guess. This is my best. This is my best guess too.
She likes to boink tourists, you know? I don't know.
No.
Hey, listen, a couple of townies.
The boinking bone carver.
Not the alliteration.
She boinks your bones.
More need to deny her proclivities.
No.
Okay, well, I guess we just have to figure out A, where Markath is, and B, why she was helping me. And is there anything else we want to ask? Is there anything else we want to ask?
The two dragons.
The
Oh,
dragon?
the dragons. Yes.
You remember how there's dragons?
We
I-
came here to find an
problem,
item
but-
also. We came
You
here
know-
to find an item.
Do you know who you're talking to? I
Dragon
forget
unicorn.
things, guys. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So also, did you know that she's a druid?
What?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like those two questions might be related.
Hey,
What?
guys, I do
Yours-
have a question.
Yeah.
While I was invisible, when I was looking in the tent, I was trying to see if I saw a dracorn, and I realized I don't know what a dracorn looks like.
It looks like a nut.
Do any of us know?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
They
And
didn't
can we
exactly
remember
describe
what
it
it
to
looks
us.
like?
I didn't get a picture.
I think they
But did
did.
anybody get information?
This was pre lore master Mander.
Wow, blame it on the last guy.
We rolling for history?
Mander. Is it in the chat? I think it's in the chat, guys. I think you posted it in
Well,
the chat.
the American.
Roll me history.
With
Everyone?
Whatever
Good luck.
pluses you have.
Lawson.
History.
Tequila Elizabeth.
What if I have a
Everyone's
plus 0
rolling
to
this, right?
history?
Then
Yeah.
you add 0.
I got a 14.
Carl, got an at 1?
Yeah.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You're like, Drakehorn.
You
It almost
think-
seems
you
like the
think
first
too-
time you've heard it for some reason.
You
Not-
think too hard and take 1d6.
This is history, right?
Yeah, history. Yeah.
I'm almost
15?
certain you
15,
posted this
okay.
somewhere.
Anyone else rolling?
I'm
I got
rolling, but if I
7.
find it, do we still have to roll?
Pardon?
I got a 14.
14. To get
But if I
one.
find it, do we still have to?
Did Hermaeus roll?
14.
14. Thank you. Just waiting on you, Soraya.
14.
14. So similar to yesterday, where like there was 2 people that didn't know anything. Today we also get to have that as the party, but Carl recalls that there's not much information known about the Drakecorn. It's more of a thing of legends, and even then, it's a very rare legend for anyone to really know about. And that is why you've been sent to find Markath, as she's the one that's been doing most of the studying on this thing.
So she might not even know what it looks like.
So this thing that we've been sent to get might not even exist? Isn't that one of our main quests?
The quest
Well, we don't know that.
The quest you've been sent on is to find Markath, to get more information.
Some people think the Book of Bile Darkness isn't something that exists.
But wasn't...
So here we are.
So wait, then was someone also, like, side quest tasked with the Dracorn?
No, ma'am. I am the representative of council, and that was something they were paying us for.
I'm the representative of the Harpers.
Yeah, but
I'm the representative of myself.
the Harpers aren't why we're here.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but the council made the decision, not just the Harpers. What are you saying?
Was that a
You saying
band?
the Harpers are above everyone else in the council? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
No.
It's the giggle.
Oh no, Carl! small little bug climbs up on your leg. I don't know.
I got +6 intimidation. All right, don't mess with. So, what are we asking her?
Maybe we
Markath.
should ask her if she knows who Markath is.
Yeah, Markath and the Legend of the Dracorn, possibly.
Maybe
Why
perhaps what that
should I
weird thing was.
Wait.
that Kira found?
So my notes say that we were sent
Or
to.
mastered your ass.
She's
It says 1.
In quotations.
Mask held by Verum the White. Look into Verum the White. Has gone missing. And 2, Dracorn. Markath the Crimson Mage has info on the Dracorn in Icewind Dale. We are supposed to be finding this Dracorn that may or may not exist, y'all.
Yeah, but
Well,
who
that's my
said it
market.
doesn't exist?
So let's find Markath.
Who's Rizzy?
Me, I'm busy as shit.
We let the Rizzy weirdo
Also,
talk to
evil
the
as
lady.
shit.
How do you know? How do you know? What are you, a cop?
And furthermore with that, do we try to have like a moment where we go like detect thoughts while she's being questioned?
I think they'll sense magic.
Well, like if we're like honest in the beginning and like, hey, because like they won't be able to sense that magic if we're like alone with her, because she did magic and nothing happened. They had
But
no idea
she's
that
probably
Carl
the
was
one who
being
senses magic.
right. So if we're doing magic openly with her and we're like, hey, just for like our comfort, are you good like with detecting your thoughts while we question you, just to where we know we're not being deceived?
Just like be honest
Okay.
with her, right?
That way
Keeping each
she's
other
just like,
honest.
okay, yeah, I have to be open, I have to be honest, and I can't be deceitful. That way we're just full, honest, and clear. Maybe Soraya, do you have detect thought?
I have it twice.
Work.
Yes, I do.
Since
However-
you're a druid and you might have that connection with her, maybe you can open up that line of communication.
Yeah.
And as like the person that will like be the one that probes the thoughts, because that way maybe it won't seem as invasive, while Hermie takes over the conversation and kind of rizzes her.
I think Hermie should be the one to ask that, since he's the most charismatic out of all of us. Because
And then I'll just be the one to do it.
He's the wizard.
yeah, if
I'm the
Soraya has
I'm the
zero
Rizzler.
charisma.
My charisma is sad, y'all.
Yeah.
Hermie-
So I think
No, it's bad.
Hermie should do the talking.
Hermie
That
the
day was a
wizard.
fluke.
I'm the Rizzler.
You know, shocking. My charisma's high too, and I never ever use it.
You should take beguiling influence as one of your warlock things.
Beguile.
Intimidation,
That's
deception
a fun
checks.
word.
Beguile.
Beguiling influence.
Beguile.
If you want to be Rizzy.
Beguile.
Or beguile.
Guile.
Beguiling Riz.
Yeah, I have an 18 in charisma.
I think
Pretty
mine's
good.
20 plus with my plus.
Rizzy.
Anything else the party would like to discuss?
Have we figured out,
Rizzy.
like, we just know what topics we want to ask. Are there any specific questions we need to ask? Like, do they
We've been
have
writing
any
this
info
down.
on the Dracorn? What do they know about the dragons? Like, do we want to come up with specific questions we would like Hermie to ask, or are we just gonna let Hermie wing it?
Yeah,
Trust her.
like what exactly y'all want me to ask?
Why she likes me is what I want.
Clearly, that was the first thing I was going to ask her. To feel like it's important for us as a group.
Do you like short things?
Is the other
So
guy just too tall for you?
I mean that would be a good like conversation starter, like
Yeah, like break the ice.
yeah,
Or
like
the
hey,
polar bear, what?
notice this. Oh.
Mhm.
Don't cry. Don't cry. You're
You're
okay. You're okay. You're okay. It's okay. Yeah, just start off with that and then like go into maybe like Markath, since clearly there was a reaction to that being brought up, and then from there, if she knows more information about Markath, then we can go into the actual Dracorn and the location of Markath, because really those are the only things that we are interested in, is where's the Dracorn, where's Markath.
Why help Carl?
I don't know how much information she might have about other things.
I feel like if we finding out Marquette's location is like the primary,
Yeah.
then
Yes.
if she's down to clown with Carl, and then where's the Dracorn?
Mm-hmm.
Down to clown, is that a phrase? Is that
is
an
now.
actual phrase?
In my book,
It is. It is now.
A muffin man.
It's from my Riz book.
Subsection 8 in the Wizard Handbook.
Of the Wizard Handbook.
And then, are
Down to
you
clown.
okay with us using
The party has decided their course of action with Bone
I
Carver.
wrote it down. I just want to make sure. Hold on. I just want to make sure. So I wrote down, start out with why she helped Carl. And then ask about Markath. If she says yes, that she knows who that is, then ask where Markath is now as of what they know. And then if they know what the Dracorn is.
Yes.
And then in that same train of thought, are you okay with us using the tech thoughts to make sure that we're keeping this fair and honest?
You guys think that it may be okay to ask her if she has any questions for us?
I think that's fair. So we ask her if she has any questions for us. We answer the questions, and therefore she's going to answer our questions because we've already set the precedent. That she, like a quid pro quo type thing. Like you give a little something, we give a little something. You know what I mean?
Rizzy.
I do like the detect thoughts thing too, Solaris.
I'll let her know. I'll let her know up front. That's what we're going to be doing, just to make sure that everybody's keeping honest.
Rizzy.
Good to go.
Sounds good.
I feel like it's a fair ask.
Right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
You have one last hour. Does anyone want to expend one more hit die and a short rest before she shows up?
Yep.
Carl!
So I
You're
think I
asking?
also will.
You're hurt?
There's a reason why. I'm going to use my feature called Natural Recovery, which during a short rest, I get a spell slot back.
Ooh. Very well.
How adapt?
Spell slot's gonna have a combined level of
I think you can up to third.
level up to 5,
Oh, it's 5. Jesus.
and none of the slots can be 6th or higher. So it's only one spell slot, from my understanding. Right.
Alright.
Let me make sure.
The rest of the party's good to go then?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your druid level, which is 5. And none of your slots. Blah, 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 blah. Oh,
Oh. Very well.
wait. I'm just gonna do one, and it's gonna be my second level spell slot.
Very well. So the party prepares for Bone Carver's arrival as night begins to fall on the land far, far, far to the north. We'll take 5. Stretch, piss, get water.
Why you gotta say it like that? That's so hard.
Cuz.
Like,
Oh.
You gotta say tingle.
yeah,
Piss.
you have to say
Say piss again.
Piss.
man. Say tinkle. Say tinkle.
Tinkle.
Say, yo, bro, I gotta take a tinkle.
Hey, yo, bro. We all gotta go
I got
pee
friends
pee.
in
Echo for me.
We all gotta
That's
go
your
pee
boy,
pee
man.
sometime.
If you can't say you gotta go take a quick tinkle in front of your boys, then like, who can you say it in front of, you know?
Sometimes you
I'm gonna
gotta
go
take a
chai.
tinkle. Sometimes you gotta go pee pee.
Or
I'm
if you're going
I'm
for
gonna
the,
go chai tea.
Bro,
what if you just like,
that doesn't sound healthy.
Because chai equals tea is tea in 19, so TT.
Very well.
This is my favorite song.
We'll be back.
TM5. Alexa, I gotta go make it.
The new release.
No.
I cast lactate.
Is that the same as the rat race?
I cast tungsten balls.
You cast what?
Tungsten balls.
That is not what I heard.
Tongues to balls.
That is what I heard.
I mean, you hear what you want to hear.
That's not what I wanted
By
to
the
hear.
end of this campaign, we will have taught you how to do this damn thing.
Okay. Fingers down. But then it's the twisting of the hands that gets me, because then my fingers, like...
All you're doing is just twisting.
Twist and shout.
Yep.
Yeah, Walter, yeah.
There you go.
Hey!
There you go.
Okay.
Now we just gotta get you perfect.
I-
By the end of this campaign, you will be able to just sit there and go like this.
Maybe. We shall see.
So, are we ready to have a conversation with the shaman?
The way you said, "Are we ready to have a conversation?" triggered the child in me. It just stressed me out a little bit.
I don't know why. I didn't do anything. Did you do something, Casey, that we need to have a conversation?
Nah, she's
No, I was just reading animal fun facts during the break.
I
lactating dependence.
don't know. The way that you said that, like, it did something to you makes it sound like we need to have a conversation.
Go bring your shaman druid in here.
I'm going. As a bit of crunching outside the tent.
Crunching.
Crunchy. Meets
No.
No.
Snacks.
My cereal.
the cereal that Carl pulls a small baggie out, and pours it into a bowl, and starts eating cereal.
He's just eating Cheerios.
Frosted Bones.
Frosted Bones, Cheerios.
Those are actually going to be available at the Heroes of the Realm Tavern. Their sister
Cheerio.
location in Greens.
Trying to think something for dragons, but nothing's coming to my mind.
Dracos?
I was thinking something else. Whatever though. But as there's a bit of crunching outside the tent there to signal someone walking up in the snow, as a familiar voice of Bone Carver comes through and goes, "Are you ready to meet, friends?"
Yes, we are.
As the tent flap opens, as Bone Carver enters into the tent and just kind of like sits amongst you guys. Like, you guys are kind of like, you're sitting
Like, we're friends, bro?
like, she's like kind of just like sits down in between two of you, and you're like, this is not comfortable at all. As she like sits down, I'll say passively, the party at large can tell like, this is normal, this is fine.
Make yourself at home. Just share our body heat.
As she sits down and goes, "You have defeated Orcahart this day. You have won yourself a place for rest. Welcome, friends. My small village offers only so much, but hopefully it is enough for you."
Oh yeah, I would say so. This is probably the warmest welcome we've gotten since we've been here.
Can I close to Hermie?
Yeah,
You're next to him.
you're like
Can I just say, did she say her small village?
Or you said your small village. Are you like saying that you're the leader of the village, or is this kind of like a we're all the boss kind of nonsense?
We don't follow your tribe way of all leaders of sorts. We have Chief Zuam, who is main leader in day-to-day fishing, disputes, war, and where the tribe travels. I am an advisor to the chief. Help him connect with the spiritual aspect of the world we live in.
I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Spirits can teach us many things.
Everything from the small bug trying to survive the harsh winter to the mighty dragons that fly in the skies. All serve a purpose in this world.
I agree entirely. What were the spirits telling you when you decided to help our friend here, Coral, in that fight amongst champions of the realm? Walter, did you get that popcorn at the confectionery?
So as you ask this first question of the night, she kind of looks you up and down, Hermaeus. I'll say she sits there for a minute or two and just kind of like stares at each one of you slowly. Makes direct eye contact with you. Looks you up and looks you down. And then moves on to the next one and continues doing this until she's made eye contact with all of you. And then redirects her attention back to you, Hermaeus. You are good folk. Yes?
Well, when it suits us, we try and do the right thing.
The spirits said one day champions would come. You seem like good folk. You come searching and ask strange questions. Kept your friend alive to meet with you.
Okay. Now, before we get started with our questions, are there any questions that you would ask of us?
Ask your questions first. As host, it is best to do so.
Okay, host. Our spiritual host, our ghost host. So before we get started, since we have no true basis on which to trust each other as we have just met, as a precaution, would I be able to have our child of the forest read both of our thoughts to make sure that there is no deceit?
I want to one eyeball blink at her.
Your detect thoughts, you can only do it at one at a time, correct?
Yes, but one of them is technically a bonus action, I believe, or like a free action thing. It doesn't count as a spell slot.
Oh, so you can cast it at like will, like once a day or something like that?
Where is it? There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't count as a spell slot. Remember? A special thing that I can do.
She kind of looks between Hermaeus and Soraya there for a moment, goes, I have no reason to lie to you. You won the fight. You are champions. I have nothing to hide. As long as you're not here to harm my village.
Absolutely not trying to harm your village.
We're paranoid.
Then
We're
we
just a
speak
little
for you.
paranoid. I understand that's your custom, and I totally respect that, but we come from a land where words have double meanings and act as daggers in the backs for honesty. So, since that's how we operate, again, we're not going to cast any bad spells on you or anything like that. We just want to make sure, as a precaution, as a just in case, just so we can be our most comfortable.
Roll me persuasion.
Sure thing.
With a help?
As you didn't say anything, no.
What do you want? 20?
I gave eyeballs.
That does not
I
help.
said I did.
24.
Eyeballs don't help. What'd you get?
Not even
24.
a slow blink.
24?
24.
The 24, minute or two goes by. She kind of like looks between you and Soraya once more. And Soraya sits there giving her eyeballs, and she just kind of looks her up and down with a little bit of a look of confusion at one point. Like, okay then.
Don't worry, she wouldn't hurt a polar bear. So
As long as no harm comes to the village, I see no reason not to assist.
I appreciate that. Many thanks. Many bones.
Sure, many bones. And she just kind of looks really confused at the saying. Says
So-
something in an odd tongue and then just kind of like looks over to Soraya. Go on, child of Coast.
Child of
She
Coast.
knows my circle. How cool
She
is
knows
that?
your circle.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my telepathy detect thoughts, which doesn't count as a spell slot.
Okay.
Right?
She
Right.
willingly fails the save.
Cute!
Poor her. That was nice of her.
Okay. Ask her questions, I look. Nom 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 nom.
So, we are seeking someone who could also be seen as someone who is strange to these lands that possibly may have passed through or is here, either or. Someone who goes by the name of Markath. Someone who who may have painted themselves as a lover of dragons and the natural order and their place in the natural order of things, but in true, they seek to control these magical, majestic creatures.
As Soraya, as you're probing her mind, this is gonna be weird to do. The first sense you get is a little bit of uneasiness at the mention of outsiders. Say that your immediate detecting of her mind comes off with a little bit of unease. She's kind of just sitting amongst a bunch of strangers. As Hermaeus continues to describe not in a thought process of way, Markath to Bone Carver. A bit of confusion kind of comes over as she's trying to think of individuals that have come to the village that see like dragons in a higher regard. As her thoughts turn to the dragons at large, it's a little bit of like humbleness, but a little bit of like disdain at the same time. As she turns to Hermaeus and goes, "You speak of someone that sees dragons in the highest order, yes?"
Yes, but perhaps not in the way that the natural order of things should be respected. They say regardless of anything, dragons should be above everything.
No one of that resides here. We have those that understand the power of dragons, but not outright worship of them. We worship the spirits that we have.
Mm-hmm.
They bring us the food, the weather, and our health.
Sure.
As Soraya, the same thoughts you're detecting in her head as she's like listening to Hermaeus and is just kind of like, okay, like this is odd. Why would you be searching for someone that worships dragons? And as she kind of thinks about what she says to Hermaeus and says it.
The visitor. Okay, so the person that we are looking for may have come here to search for an artifact, perhaps relating to dragons, by the name of the Drake Horn.
So Hermaeus asks this question, Soraya. It's a bit of confusion at the word Drakehorn. She says
Maybe
it,
you have another
like
word.
inside her head, more trying to like, I'll say like almost like a child that's trying to comprehend what the word could refer to.
So like the inside of my brain. You're right. Okay.
When you hear big English words that don't make sense.
Even little word sometimes don't make sense.
Sometimes.
As out loud to you, Hermaeus, she goes, Drakehorn, this is person or creature you look for?
Drakehorn is very old artifact.
Oh. We have nothing like that here.
Okay. Well, so you've had nobody, no outsiders have come through here within the past few years that you have aided in this pursuit of researching dragons and where they come from and all that kind of stuff.
He kind of talks. Sermaeus speaks more of like a researcher. A single phrase comes to Bone Carver's mind of the horned lady. As her eyes kind of widen a little bit at the word of research. And as you finish your question there, she goes, "You speak of research." She says the word, kind of fumbles with it. Horned lady spoke same words to us. She is still here.
What did she...
In Iceberg.
Oh. And what did she say she was here for, if you don't mind me asking?
As Soraya, your spell would end at that point, as it's only 1 minute.
Can I telepathically tell Hermie that, but not say out loud that the spell ended?
Easily. I can definitely tell him that the spell ended.
Hey, Hermie, I can't tell if she's lying anymore, but let's just keep playing with it. She seems to be honest so far.
Yeah.
I will say over the table, she knows that the spell ended too.
Let me have my delusions.
That's part of the spell.
I'll just nod at it.
Let me have my delusions.
I'll nod at Soraya. I think I was like, yeah. Thank you.
But you can tell him that. And she kind of like blinks a little bit and looks over at Soraya, noticing that she's no longer under a spell. As she goes, she came years ago to Oveganton, searching research. Came here with these men in armor and a small man like that one, as she points over to Carl. Like him. The horned lady went in to the ice. The others tried to flee. White Death took care of them.
Good. They come in under the guise of research, and research means to learn about things that have been previously not very widely known. But we feel as though she might be here for a not so good purpose. Perhaps to use the dragons for their own bidding, which would upset the natural order of things. To control them.
She just sits there and listens to you as you explain.
Could you show us to the entrance to where she's currently holed up?
You seek horned lady. You come to village, speaking of dragons. People, you tell me now of southerners that believe they can use dragons. What do you want to do with dragons?
We just want to make sure that we preserve the the natural order of things. We don't want to destroy dragons. We just want to make sure that the dragons are not misled and used for bad purposes. We believe dragons should roam free and live their lives without anybody else's interference.
Roll me persuasion.
Of course I'll do that for you. Why, certainly. 23.
She kind of like mutters under her breath in the language that you've at this point all can recognize belongs to the ice hunters. As a couple minutes go by of her kind of like talking to herself out loud in a hushed voice, she makes eye contact once more with everyone in the party and goes, "You are good folk, you say. I wish no evil on my tribe. Can you promise this?"
How would you like me to promise? Do you want me to like prick my finger or like?
She reaches into her bag that's on her side there and pulls out this bit of what looks like kind of like rope that's been made from the hide of some sort of animal there. As she pulls that out and goes, "Hand." As you hold out your hands.
Yeah.
She takes one of your hands there closer to her and ties this rope around and around your hand several times until like you have like this massive knot of a bond going across your wrist with just like a little bit of strands left. She reaches back into her bag once more. A small avian-like skull in her hand. She threads the bit of rawhide string there through it and ties it, knots it off to it. As there's like a little bit of a, she puts her hand down, chants a couple words for a moment there, and removes her hand as there's a small greenish glow on the item that recedes and disappears. Bond made.
Bond made.
I show you entrance in my tent to ice caves.
Okay, cool. Also, what does that do? What does the promise do?
If you lie and tribe is hurt, curse. You curse
Okay.
till you die.
Curse the token. Okay.
Good question.
Fair enough. All of us cursed or just me because I got the
You.
thing on that?
You make
Just me.
promise. You hold
I did.
promise.
I made a promise.
Fiery
Very big
one,
promise.
as she points over to Solaris, made promise with Chief. He kept promise. You
It
do
was a very
same.
big promise. Of course, I always keep my promises. Everybody says I'm a very big, good promise keeper.
Got allergies.
If things go wonky and the tribe accidentally gets hurt, not by like us being negligent, but like if there's your collateral damage in a situation, is he still dead?
Well, no, I won't die. I'll just be cursed until I die.
Oh. Is he still cursed if it's like accidental? Like if we try our darndest and someone still gets hurt.
50,
Like it wasn't through any ill will of our own, you know.
You
Huh?
chance to be cursed, not be cursed.
Great.
Love that. So you're saying
What
there's
could
chance.
go wrong?
That's good enough for me.
That's good. It's already on your wrist there, Hermie.
I feel it's important to stay positive about these types of things.
Good people do good things. Bad people do bad things.
Get
This
cursed.
is true. Yes, even in south,
Yes.
true here in north.
Wise words.
Telepathically. Hey, Kermie. Hey, I know you can't respond, but can you see if she can find out how my polar bear is? Because I'm having a lot of anxiety about this polar bear.
All right. So I'm gonna kind of like lean forward a little bit, just like this. I'm gonna look over to the side. No, just kidding. So one more question from me to you before we head out to your hut, your yurt. Any way you could possibly go and check on my blue friend's polar bear that we had left down by the docks?
The biggest eyeballs. The biggest, wateriest eyeballs you have ever seen.
We
Just
understand.
begging.
We understand
Begging.
typically that the polar bear is used for sacrifice to the White Death, or as food for, or clothing for your people. But this particular polar bear, it owes her a life debt because she saved its life. So we can't have it just getting killed for no reason. Look at her.
Little.
From one daughter of nature to another.
As she starts to do this odd, like, chirping sound as crawling out from underneath her hood is a small snowy owl.
Guys, we can't take it. We can't take it, okay? It's
As
hers. It's yours, right?
she kind of just ignores you and continues to chirp back and forth with it as they're, I'll say KZ as well as Carl both having speak with animals. You recognize she's speaking with the snowy owl. As she sits there and talks back and forth for it for a moment. Goes, "You have bear. Where you leave?"
There's like the stairs that come up to the thing, and he's at the bottom. He's stuck because he's too big.
This your animal spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
He's my friend.
For child of nature, I do this for. And she looks at Soraya in the eyes and turns back to the snowy owl, pets it on the top of the head, and continues to tell it a couple more things as it kind of just kind of shrivels up all of its feathers and gets really big and poofy for a moment, then slinks back down a little. She opens
Owls
up.
are so fucking cool. Sorry.
She opens the tent flap and it just goes out silently into the night breeze.
My bear.
How bad did Solaris want to go fireball?
Solaris is just in the background going,
Not yet, my pretty.
Sounds
Not
like
yet.
fried chicken to me.
So she turns her
I
attention
don't
back.
trust flying birds. Penguins are okay. Ostrich, we're fine.
Flying birds, though. No bueno.
Chickens,
Small flying kind.
they only flutter, so I'm not sure.
What about
I'm
peacocks?
not sure where chickens land.
They strut.
They jump though.
They serve. They work.
Period.
They slay.
Period.
So
Some
I
time
hope-
will
I hope-
be before he will return. You ready to go now?
Is he gonna like meet up with us or something?
He will return to my tent. I will,
I
if
think
still alive, I will tell tribe that your bear is your spirit animal and to not be harmed. They will recognize this bond of nature and not cause harm to your bear.
Thank you.
That's a
I'm
big
so
if.
distraught.
That's a big if.
I'm so distraught right now.
I
guess we can.
I think we should long rest for the night and like go to the ice caves in the morning, so that way Carl 2 times has a chance to heal.
Oh yeah, Carl, are you still in rough shape?
Yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up, you guys. You see this shit? Do you see this shit? Do you see?
Stop touching the bubble. It's gonna get infected.
Well,
Yeah, I guess long rest it is.
Long rest.
Yes.
Were you gonna say anything, Carl, that you needed more rest? Or were you just gonna be like, yep, let's go?
I don't think it's up to me. I just don't think it's up to me.
Well, you
You can
always-
request
You
it.
can request it. I don't think that's like a.
If you want a
Or
nap,
ask.
you can take.
Yeah, but if we
stay
got
and
places to
take
go
a
and
nap.
things, you know.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
crack. We're gonna be cracking skulls in a minute here. So let's.
Hold on though, because Orion's about to come back right now, isn't he? In the middle of the
They're
night.
just gonna go check on him. He can't come up the ladder because he's too big.
Get some ropes, pull him up. I don't know.
He's beautiful, little bear.
Oh no, you and going up.
What
things-
time is
things
it?
didn't work.
In the sense of our time, I'd say probably like 10:30ish.
AM or PM?
Yeah.
PM.
Yeah.
PM,
My bad.
Oh.
night, because she wasn't coming until nighttime. Remember?
Yeah.
Nighttime.
Yeah, so let's bed for the night. Wake up.
Is this
get
a booty call?
fresh set of eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Bone Carver and just kind of give her eyes and say, "Will you be staying?"
Oh!
Oh.
Ah!
She got the E.
And just
You
see
are
what
a
happens.
father.
Just to see what happens.
Let him shoot a shot. Jesus Christ, Kobe.
Give me a... Give me a...
What did he say?
How do you say this, Carl? Tell me exactly how you do this.
No matter hit on Chris.
Yeah,
If
do
you
it.
can't hit on the homies, who you gonna hit on?
Yeah, bro, come on.
Riz me up. Give me your best shot.
So.
Yeah, whisper in your ear.
We're legitimately watching how he got Sabrina right now.
Will you be staying then?
Oh.
Will you be staying then? Okay.
The smolder.
Ooh. Pick a skill.
Choose.
Pick a skill.
Pick a skill. And tell me how you will use that to get where you're going.
Intimidation.
What are you doing? You
Pick
say
intimidation.
intimidation?
This is a very unwizard skill.
It
You
went
wanna
from
know
like
why-
I thought he was hitting on her to you're staying, right?
God. Animal handling, yeah.
Um,
No,
yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
Get
Animal
feral.
handling. Got a bear you
Honestly-
can ride.
intimidation seems creepy.
You think?
You do. You pick you. You pick you, bro.
I'm picking
not forget he's a
from my
dwarf.
list of skills. You know what? Trying to think. As a dwarf,
You old
how
enough
would a
for
dwarf
experience on you.
flirt?
Just tell you got experience. You old. Dwarves live a long time, so you know.
You. So
You
you're
know
gonna
what I mean, though?
you gonna intimidate? Final answer.
Would a dwarf?
got
Would a dwarf?
amnesia.
Hold on. Would a dwarf? That's a really interesting thing to think about.
You're also not a normal
I think
dwarf.
you're confusing intimidation with being like straightforward and blunt. Straightforward and blunt is not per se intimidating.
Could I?
Okay, this
Can
is
I
what's
introduce
gonna
you?
happen, Chris. This is what's gonna happen. I'm going to roll my sleeves up as high as I possibly can, show the guns, all that stuff, and just give it a nice stretch like that. Just be like, so, will you be staying then? And flex a bunch, and I'm gonna use athletics to do that.
I will allow it. Do it up.
All right.
We need the Planet Fitness lunk alarm.
All right.
Oh my.
Legitimately.
I know we've got
That's okay.
icons.
In his muscles, it's okay, but when
Yeah,
I show
rolled-
my abs, it's weird.
I rolled a 3, and that's a +7. So I rolled a 10.
Can I be?
Can I guidance him?
Can I like wingman?
Can I nudge him and guidance him?
Can I give him the help action?
Can
Do
someone
I
do
have
something?
advantage?
Can I
in flirtation?
flash of genius him at the same time? Like, how can we get this ball rolling here?
Everyone wants to
How many,
roll.
how many, how many booms can we give to help this man?
Oh, can I use my +1?
You want to use your +1 boon?
I mean, if everyone's piling on,
Are
This
you,
is important.
are you using your +1 boon, Carl?
I will use it if everyone else is good to. Yeah, sure, I'll use it. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
you can use my boom.
It's meant to fucking use.
Yeah,
no?
he can use mine also.
+1
If you
boon.
got FOMO.
Everybody just
Flash
throws
of
their
genius,
boobs at this.
yes.
What does Flash of Genius get me right now?
That gives you a +4 immediately.
Oh, okay. Without rolling it?
Yep, it's his intelligence.
So that's 16, right? No, 15, right? I rolled a 10, +1 is 11, +4 is 15.
Math is hard.
Go ahead and guidance him.
This is so ridiculous.
This is funny.
Anyone else
Are we-
doing anything stupid for this?
Oh, wait. I think I have something.
Just a D.
Wait,
Can I do a help action by throwing out some, spit out some?
You get another
smooth fireball?
+4.
Another +4? So that's 19. I like that I rolled a fucking 3, and this is where we're at right now.
Andrew, do you feel rizzed?
Can I use coming of age on him?
He's gonna use his own coming of age at one point.
Yeah.
What the hell does that do? I've never heard of that
Everyone's
one.
What is happening?
Whenever he makes an ability check, he gets a D4 added to the number of the ability check. Because I can use it with my gloves.
Go for it.
Am I rolling? Can
No,
I
he
roll
rolls.
or you're rolling?
The Carol
Okay.
rolls. Durham will roll it.
Hold on,
He's
I
the
gotta
one
get the
casting
nice.
the spell.
Yeah, I gotta get the nice dice out. I finally get to use the dice now. Well, no, it's from my gloves, Ender.
Right.
So for the next 24 hours, he has +4 to his ability checks.
Oh, okay. So
That's nice.
basically for all of tomorrow until we go to sleep.
Yeah.
Sick.
Not a
That's
bad
a-
person to
So
play.
you know.
That's a 4.
Andrew, you feeling rizzed?
Let's get our boy laid.
So that's 23.
Okay, fine. You want to play this game? Let's do this shit.
At least it's not some weird.
You
fruit.
can't say this party doesn't wingman.
So,
Hey, look,
as
my character's
pointed out,
all for helping the homies.
so there's a bunch
Everybody-
of magic that just happens really fast, like boom, 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 like just a surge, like Harry Potter when like he gets that fucking stupid vial of luck. That's your mood right now. That is your mood. Like you feel like you can't do any wrong at the moment. As she kind of like looks around the tent and goes and kind of like walks over a little bit, puts out a hand towards you. Do you take it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
And leads you out the tent.
Oh!
Not even over the table. And
Solaris, is he about to get laid?
I'm gonna,
Who is
gonna
breathing
walk
so
out,
heavy?
like holding your hand, like.
hey, I'm gonna give Hermaeus a high five. Like we did it.
I mean, I'm no painter, but I picture them together.
Hey, look, I ain't no weatherman, but she can expect more than 6 inches tonight.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Them being a fox like shoes without laces. Words.
Carl,
This
is your let
motherfucker better
off
be
to
in the
one of
most
the,
happiest mood tomorrow.
Is Carl's your
His
let off to
stutters
one of the
Matt.
tents?
What?
Is-
What?
Carl's let off to one of the tents, off in the distance. The party takes a long rest.
Well, as most of us do.
At least
Does that mean I can't take one?
Constitution
fine.
saving throw, please and thank you.
Oh,
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, you're about to get.
Ooh, you're gonna get thrown around that tent, boy.
You're gonna break your pelvis.
Bone Carver about to take charge, partner.
Oh, +6.
Now you're gonna know why our name's Bone Carver.
You also
Oh no!
Go for it. You get plus 4. You get plus 4.
No, you get plus. Oh, I have to roll. I have to roll for you.
+4. 6 plus 4.
10.
No, I have to roll for him.
+6.
Oh,
I
he's
have to
rolling
roll for
again?
you. I have to roll for you. Yes, because he
Okay,
gets
wait.
a
6
D4.
plus. Hold on, no, that's 6 plus 6 is 12 plus whatever V rolls.
3.
3.
So that's
So
15.
15.
Your pelvis is now shattered into 1,000,000 pieces.
Roll me 2d20.
Roll you
Oh.
3 d20?
2d20.
2. Okay. That's an 8
She made thunder sounds from clapping it.
and a 4. 8 and a 4. Fun.
You need a dice jail, bro.
Yeah.
How you going, man? We set you up and your stamina game this shitty.
Hey, we can only leech out of water, baby.
Can't make you drink it.
This is wild.
Just know, if y'all are looking at chat for stream, just know this is Durham's face 100% when he saw Carl walk out the tent. Just the oh.
I think that was all of us.
Jeez, bro.
All right. So the party awakens the next day. As Carl, you wake up and exit the tent and rejoin your party members.
Is he walking bow-legged?
An interesting night with the shaman.
Am I healed at all?
You have received a long rest, yes.
Oh, you well rested.
and definitely happier, because if your ass ain't in a happier mood.
I'll say that.
I was pretty happy when I left.
Did he lose his stutter?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
You still have your stutter. You still have your stutter.
Oh, okay.
I will say though, as you go leave, Bone Carver catches you right before you leave and says, "Let the child of the coast know her bear is safe and will not be harmed."
Oh, the bear. The bear.
Damn.
Bear.
He got rocked so good he forgot about the bear.
Right.
Not that bear. The other bear. Okay, the bear.
You
Yeah.
don't even know it's a stand green.
Were you trying to call yourself a bear?
Sound like it.
Oh.
Oh, he's definitely.
As,
Oh no, it was more of a kitten turned into a lion from Help. Just saying.
I could not.
I was just saying based on general facial features.
As you rejoin with
Look.
your party the next morning. And
I'm giving him eyeballs.
Yeah, I'm going there. We're going there. We walk in, walk of shame and all.
Give
anything the party would like to do in this morning?
Yeah, I'm gonna sniff him for bad choices if bad choices were made.
I'm gonna just pat him on the back. Say nothing.
I give my buzz.
I'm just giving eyeballs. I'm with Carol on this one. Eyeballs.
Someone message Nomad's wife and be like, hey, your man is screwing around in D&D.
He's doing scandalous things on the internet.
No. She's Latino. I don't want him to die.
Scandalous.
There's some virtuous clerics in our group. I didn't know.
Alright. As the party gets up and finishes their morning routines and that, at one point brought together with Bone Carver, who leads you to the tent that Kira, you had previously been to.
Is she walking funny?
She's fine.
Yeah.
Cave entrance. How did I miss cave entrances?
As she leads the group in the tent, opens up more. The man that was there is no longer there. As Carl, this is not the same tent you were led to. As you were led to the tent behind the tent that Kira went to. So you guys are led to this tent. The tent, Carl, you were taken to is the one behind it.
Can you say tent one more time?
Tent. Pitch a tent. Carl's pitching a tent again. As to answer your question there, Kira, as Bone Carver takes a bunch of the pelts that are on the floor and moves them to the side, showing a slightly crude stairwell that circles down into the ice, slowly but surely. This is the way to the White Death Lair.
Oh, this is no way. I thought this tent was a duplex.
The Horned Lady is down there as well.
All right, gang.
Is it
Let's
dark or can we see, or
go.
is there light? You know.
It's dark,
Oh well.
but not too
Not a
dark.
You
problem.
better
Yeah.
shut your fucking mouth before you go opening it and saying shit you finna regret.
But not too dark that
Yeah.
those that don't have dark vision can't see.
So it's dim.
It's dim. So the party at large can see.
Fucking nerd.
Okay.
But there's an odd mist that kind of just slowly floats as the party makes their way starting down the stairwell.
Yes.
Does it feel magical, the mist?
Give me an Arcana check.
Is it
I would love to give you an Arcana check. How convenient that I am also proficient in Arcana.
magic mistle?
Magic mystical. Is BP coming?
Is BP
Live.
coming?
Hmm?
Is BP coming, or are you keeping him?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't want to
Yes,
assume
yes.
anything with your lovely
Yes.
creature.
Boy.
Yes. BP stays coming, because if you stay coming, you ain't gotta get coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Am I right?
Right, Emmett?
Carl knows what I'm talking
Carl's
about.
like, you're
Who's that?
absolutely right. You're 100%, 100% right.
If I could leave this world doing at least one good deed, I'd be comfortable with this being it.
So, party. What's the marching order?
Oh dear.
I'm scared.
Or
Carl's a little sore. He's gonna hang back.
you're our tank.
Question.
You're
I guess
our
I'll walk in front.
Can't someone in the party like sense creatures?
Not the
The
music.
The
James.
music.
Moranis has the dragon mask that
You
can
talking
sense
about-
things.
She said, can
Primeval
someone sense
awareness?
creatures? Duh.
Dun, 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 dun.
I have chills.
Good.
I have chills from that.
Good.
Oh my god. Wild. Alright.
Don't worry about it.
Now that I'm properly eeked, can't one of us sense like other certain creatures? There we go, cause so I thought so. Is this something you might be interested in sensing?
Well, it's for aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within a mile. We're already going into the.
So you'll be able to detect everything that's within a mile.
Yeah.
You'll just know
yeah.
they're around. It doesn't tell you how many and where they are.
It's not like a radar. It's not a pinpoint radar. It's just like a general radar.
Echolocation.
Got it. So like we know there's dragons in the area. We just don't know if they're ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Never mind.
So we already know that we're going into dragon situation. So this wouldn't be just overkill for that. I think.
Do we know that there's dragons down there?
Yeah.
I thought we knew Markath was, or we knew Horned Lady was down there.
Yeah, I think all we know is the Horned Lady is down there.
You got.
We also know that it's the lair of White Death.
Yeah, that's what Bone Carver
Okay.
just said.
I just asked the questions.
Okay.
Here.
What is your marching order, party, as you make your way down? Carl's in the back.
I can take point.
High blood pressure. That's my
I'll be
marching order.
behind Hermaeus.
You'll be behind Hermione. Okay.
I'll go behind Durham.
Okay. Twins and
Wanna
BP.
caboose with me?
Map's about to
You wanna
change.
caboose with me?
Boosin.
Oh.
We caboose it, baby.
No, I thought
Caboosing
Carl
like a
was
moose.
caboosing.
Carl
I
Caboose.
said hang back. I don't need to be in the back if you guys want to be in the back.
So
I don't
then
want to be in the front.
Kira, then Carl,
Sure.
and then Soraya, Solaris, BP.
Yeah.
Very well.
Let's not forget that BP has kills.
This is true.
And Lederhosen with a pocket. For snacks.
What's next?
The
And then as we're walking down, I'm sorry.
oh, go ahead.
Can I turn around and ask the party at large? Does anybody know any like secret like hand gestures or salutes of the dragon cult? You know, maybe we can kind of fool this person into thinking that we're like their backup or some shit.
We were taught a handshake. We were taught a handshake. We were taught a handshake. I know we were taught a handshake.
We were, but I feel like if I try to do it, it's gonna look either really controversial or it's gonna be wrong.
You can just say what it is.
Yeah. It
It's
was
like you raise your arm a certain way,
Mhm.
right?
It was like straight up.
This.
That's-
Yeah.
Oh, it
yeah.
was straight out, not up.
Yeah. Up and out.
Like pressing
Wrong
a
now.
button.
If it's straight up and out.
Straight
up.
Panda said wrong one.
Wrong one. Don't do that one.
Like this.
That's a good way to get punched.
like
fast.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
No, that
Snoopy
one
and Goofy.
don't do in like certain northern cities and that. That one will get you shot.
I shouldn't do it anywhere if I'm honest.
Honestly, it's just Snoop Deal double G. You know.
I mean,
All right, so that's the thing. What about that flag that we used to like on the boat?
On the boat.
you guys still have the flag. So.
Oh, I think I have the flag,
you,
don't I?
You have the flag unless you ever gave it back to Solaris.
I don't think I ever give it back. All right,
And
cool.
The
flag's in your.
the only
inventory.
thing I could think of is if Hermaeus and I swapped places, I have the dragon cult pendant on.
Oh yeah. All right, so you're gonna have to pretend to be our superior. Can you do that?
Of course.
Okay.
And if you want, I could be like your lowly servant and do like the talking for you because the leader shouldn't have to do all the talking. If you need me for
Okay.
memories.
Your Riz, I like it.
Is marching
Okay.
orders changing? So Kira's going up front. Okay, go ahead, Durham.
Okay, because she's taking point. And obviously, shadows. Quick question, what's your AC?
15.
Would you be willing to trust me on something? It will hurt. It's not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
Just gonna sting a little.
Are you okay with the 7-day free trial of Durham?
What?
Oh, boy.
That sounds controversial.
I know
No,
what he's
because
doing.
my gloves can. So I have my gloves. If technically the gloves would say we're married for the next 7 days, and as long as you and me are close, we get +2 to our ACs.
Yeah, but does it divorce people?
Well, after the 7 days, we just can't no longer unless one of us dies.
I can never get married?
No, you and me can never get this rite done again to us.
Oh.
The ceremony.
It's a rite. It's a ceremony. It's not us actually getting married.
I
You
feel
have
like
to
there's.
consecrate it?
It's the gloves of ceremony. The things of the ceremony.
Yes. So the
Wait.
let me
Wait.
explain. I'll
I just
explain.
want to point out. Hold on. We are not consecrate. You mean consummate the marriage?
Oh, I said consecrate it. Yeah.
No, we don't have to do none of that.
Yeah.
Aren't you a child?
I'm in my 20s, but yeah, I guess.
You're in your 20s for a dwarf.
Yeah, okay, consider.
Not human. You're older than them.
I just feel like there's going to be bigger fights that might be useful for possibly. You're about to get thrown off my lap.
You also have to stay within 30 feet.
Okay.
Was that to Durham?
Yeah.
No, Skipper's going for my
I know.
microphone.
I know. I would love it if it was. That was.
I'm just suddenly in
He just
Kira's
slowly
lap,
sits
like
on
let's
your
get
lap.
married.
Do the Scooby Doo and Shaggy the.
Raggy. Dragons.
Oh, wow.
Like yikes, Scoob.
Suddenly we're the mystery gang.
You just got proposed to. What are you
It's
gonna
not a
say? What are you
proposal.
gonna
It's
say?
not a proposal. It's just
I mean, you asked her
Sounds
for a
like a
7-day free
proposal to
trial.
me.
That sounds like a proposal.
Free-
Sounds like a.
exactly. There's no commitment.
It's like
just a free
90
trial.
day fiance in 1 week. It's a crash course.
Yeah.
And her AC becomes 17.
You
As
also
long
have to
as
stay
she's
within
close.
30 feet of each other, though. If the moment you go
Well,
out
yeah,
of 30
that's-
feet, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I got spells that can reach up to 300 feet. I think I'm good.
But I don't.
Well, I just have
And
to stay
you're-
near you.
And I'm not like you need to be you're the closer to battle pit person than I am.
Trust me, you don't have to worry about my AC.
I'm worried about my health.
She said, I don't
Like,
know
we
if this
need-
benefits me.
You need to be close to fight, and I need to not be close to the fight.
This is true.
So I'm gonna go with no. I don't think it's worth it right now.
That's
I
fine.
might regret that later, but
She
you know.
said, I'm gonna let you answer first.
It's like so.
All right.
He's
So
like,
I'll
I'm
take lead.
go for it. Durham's gonna think in the face that this is what rejection feels like.
So the
In
party
the arms.
starts to go down the stairwell.
I guess.
Yeah.
Stairwell. Party finally goes down. Hearing some bit of muffled sounds above you as Bone Carver recovers the hole behind you. As it gets darker, those without dark vision can still see though. But there's an odd mist, fog that comes over the group that makes it very hard to see in a distance. You're all able to see each other, but anything 30 feet out, you can't see as you're kind of like coming down. You're going.
Does it feel like a magical mist?
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah, can I do that as well?
I would love to make an Arcana check, for I am proficient.
Same.
I know Soraya did this check not that long ago before we got distracted.
That is
with
going to be a
the other
19.
19.
An 18 for me.
I got a 17 for myself.
New York City.
Is this only people who are proficient in Arcana?
So Mander.
Oh no.
Mander, hear me out. Okay.
Just hear her out.
I'm such a great spellcaster.
You
Fantastic.
And you know what? I think the fact that I can't see in the dark should really be a pity point.
are. What'd you get?
I got 11.
Now, nat 1, right?
No. I rolled a 4 and then that's +7.
Even with an 11, those that are proficient with the arcane arts, there's nothing magical about it. I will say though, Soraya, being a coastal druid, you would recognize it being more natural of a sense.
Is it stinky?
No.
Oh.
Kira,
Well,
I have a D&D question.
I have a D&D answer.
So you said, like, you asked Carol if it was a natural 1. So similar to if we get a natural 20, are we supposed to announce if we get a natural 1?
You should. It's a crit fail.
Okay. No, that's good to know.
Natural 1. 20
Also, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
on yourself.
Yeah, myself.
Okay. How long does that last for?
8 hours.
Okay. I knew it was like an ungodly amount of time. So you're good.
Yeah, well, because I have the whatchamacallit that makes it longer.
can I use Gust to try and blow the mist away?
Cast Gust.
Yes.
Kira, I believe you need to make a dex saving throw because Gust is cast. And you're right in front of him.
You will blow away.
Oh shit, dog, my bad.
I believe it just pushes you, what, 5 feet?
Yeah.
If she fails. I'm highly doubtful she's going to fail. But,
Yeah, it's like a... Oh. Yeah, she has to make...
Wait. 25.
25. There's no way she failed, dude.
No.
So as Kira's, there's like a big gust of wind that kind of like, it catches you off guard, but you keep your footing just enough as there's kind of like a billowing bit of this fog that goes away, and as the party kind of watches, it starts to just form itself back up in the same area, almost like if you had like a bottle of water and you were able to like blow the water down, it would just kind of refill the volume it needed to as it expanded.
But did we get to see at least a decent amount of the terrain from when it got blown down?
Going down this circular staircase down, you got to see a little bit more. So you got to like kind of see it goes down more.
Right,
So water, you say?
You can't go anatomic.
What?
What?
You can't go like atomic size with it.
No, but it's wet air, isn't it?
Right, it's still air. It's not water.
But there's water in it.
They matter what type of element they are. Gas is gas, water is water, solid is solid.
Is it mist?
It's a fog mist.
Fog is what? Mist is what?
It's not liquid though.
But one in our other campaign, when you allowed me to dissipate the fog in that tavern with create or destroy water.
That will give me an Arcana check.
Cool.
You're the one that wants to do it. Let's see if
Me?
you can. Yeah, let's see if you can do it.
Oh, that's better. 22.
22. And it's 5-foot cube.
Yes, but it's a cantrip.
So you're just gonna sit there and keep casting.
Technically,
Definitely.
We're back.
until we get to where we're going.
All right. And
Technically, I could.
you could, if you want, you can.
Let me double check the
You're
space.
going to be very, very tired at one point.
I don't get tired. I'm a fluid.
No, you're a solid.
I don't want to be a fluid. Okay.
You're a druid, not a fluid.
That was good.
You're doing create or destroy water?
No, I was gonna use shape water.
Oh, shape water.
Yeah, because you can instantaneously move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction.
Okay, I thought you were doing create or destroy water.
No, I'm a bean and I use my brain sometimes.
Okay. It specifically states water, though. So that one wouldn't work.
But it's wet.
It's still not a liquid. It's still a gas. That one,
Okay.
create or destroy water. Just do Arcana check.
What about... No, that's not.
You can still see a decent amount in front of you.
Wait, so if I were to do create or destroy water?
Yeah, with that Arcana check, you could do it. It's also a first level spell, though.
Honestly,
Not if I do it at second level.
can I hold on before we go wasting spell slots? What if for some reason there's some sort of natural spring or maybe even a fire down there that is coming into contact with the ice and the iceberg creating the steam, and we're just overthinking it?
Yeah, it's just as long as we can see each other, I think we're fine.
Yeah, you can easily see each other.
Maybe don't eat.
The party continues down.
Yeah.
A bit of time goes by as you continue going down for 10 more minutes. I need the party to give me acrobatics saving throws.
Slipping and sliding and
Oh,
whatnot.
wait, hold on, because I have to roll for. I need a. No matter, you need a roll so I can roll your thing first.
No, Arthur, no.
What'd you get?
22.
22.
Plus.
4.
Can I guidance wall?
One,
What
two,
saving
six.
throw? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. You
Can I
wanna?
do a help action?
You want to guide? How would you help him?
He's next to me. I can just help him.
How do you want to help
walk.
him?
I'm assuming we're trying not to slip and slide down this steep down into the pits of the iceberg, right? I'm assuming that's what we're rolling for.
Mm-hmm.
You got a nat 20.
Nat 20. Nice. I will allow the help action. Solaris, you have advantage on this check as Soraya goes to grab you. How'd you do on your save, though, Soraya?
21, baby! She an acrobatic little bean!
I got a 16.
16? Alright. And then BP?
17.
I got an 18 and BP.
I'm be very surprised if BP even gets remotely close to failing. Because he
He's
seems
got
like
4 legs.
he seems like he never fails shit.
BP got a 22.
Yeah, not surprised. Alright. As the party goes with a nat 20 on the die, as Kira, as you're kind of like help notice like there's a big chunk of this stairwell here that's a little bit more slick than the rest of it, as it is made of pure ice. As you catch yourself easily without having to worry about it, as you go warn the rest of the party, they all one by one start to hit it, and a little bit of stumbling on some of their behalfs, but they're all able to hold their own. The party continues on.
Okay.
Onwards and downwards and whatnot. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
As the party.
That's a lot of dark.
Yeah.
That's a very
Oh.
dark space. A very long and dark space. Why does it keep going down? I don't understand.
Go to the right, or zoom out and then go to the right.
I know I did, but it keeps going down.
You're not going down. You gotta go to the right.
I found it, but the map itself is big.
Oh, you're saying the map at large. Yeah, the map is pretty big. I mean, I did say you're in a very large iceberg. Enormous. Big enough to fit like a city on it.
It's like
Yeah.
Point me in there.
And that was
Like
the
a-
top. They get bigger underneath the water.
And possibly
I don't need
a
your sass.
dragon.
Traditional iceberg fashion.
Oh, it's only the tip of the iceberg. That whole deal.
Just the dip.
Did it. As the party comes down into this room where the mist is a little bit at a lower end, but still kind of billows up in spots where coming over here, there's like a little entrance that leads off into the rest of these ice caves here. As like the walls themselves seem to have like almost like a natural look to them, but also seem slightly carved out at the same time. As you reach the bottom of the stairs. We'll just do
There's carvings.
Let's go.
the room that you found yourself in has a kind of like a natural but unnatural look to it, as if almost some of it's been carved and some of it's still part of the natural aspect of the caves down here.
Oh, okay. So some altercations, not a lot.
Some,
of
not a lot.
altercations.
Yeah. Kind of like if you
So
want like
I guess-
into like a little cave system that you could like tour through.
All right.
Is
There's
it
some
still
mess.
foggy/misty?
Still foggy/misty.
Still
Wet air.
foggy/misty.
Wet air.
Well, to the entrance we
Like-
go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Onward.
Lead the way, Kira.
Onward.
Party remaining in their same marching order?
Hey.
Mhm.
Something like that, I'm assuming?
Sure.
The party
Yeah.
makes their way into
Making my way.
darkness.
Oh, it's still bright, right? Enough for us to see.
Yes. Yeah, there's just still enough of like the kind of like weird lighting from some sort of sources in the like ice walls that allow you to see still.
Yeah, you just said it's dim light.
Yeah, it's just kind of dark in here as the party makes their way, seeing that kind of like comes to a bend where one way
Another.
kind of starts to like dip its way down, going off to your right, going this way, as it kind of like starts to dip down, and the other one kind of remains and goes off into the fog.
Left or right?
I guess go to the, instead of going into the fog, we can go to the thing that dips down.
Both ends have fog, just so you know.
Oh, both ends have fog? Okay,
ends
so
have
we
fog.
go to the one that, I think the one that dips down would be the way to go.
I fog, you fog, she, they fog.
Party goes to the right.
Fog's right here.
Sure.
All right. Someone roll me a d10, please.
I'll do it. 7.
7 white dragons appear in front of you and from the
Oh
dark.
my
Nanny, nanny, poo poo, stick your head in doo doo.
That I didn't roll.
All right. Well, speaking of you not rolling, hey, Carl, roll me a d6.
Eh,
Your face.
my shit has not been. My rolls have been shit. Right? That's a 3.
You're good.
Right in the middle.
As there's a odd, kind of a wet slapping sound
Whoa.
that kind of like is echoing as you guys start to make your way farther down the right end.
Does it sound like anything I would recognize?
That sounds familiar. From
Damn it.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Good for you, Carl.
Sounds like
Good for you.
Night at Carl's.
Night at Carl's. As the party continues to make their way going down, as you start to notice more of the dip at one point. And it, does it sound familiar? Soraya asks me. Roll me nature.
Gosh, Mander, what a great thing to ask me to roll. It's like I'm proficient at it or something.
Also, Mander, while this is going on, I'm gonna pull out my pack weapon.
23.
23. It's an odd sound as it kind of like reverberates off the ice itself. That it sounds a little off. as out of the fog emerge 3 small toads of a blue color that have little bits of like ice in that are part of their bodies. As they walk out of the fog and look at you guys.
I can't speak with animals.
She's like, I got these guys on my team.
I got these guys on my team.
What do you think about
Can't
dung beetles?
speak with animals. She said, I want to speak with them. Please, sir.
I want to be my friend. Be my friend. I'm still waiting on the pigeons, guys. We'll get there.
Why are you waiting on pigeons? How do I want to do this? I didn't expect you to go speak with animals.
You're welcome.
I did and I
Really?
didn't.
Yeah,
You put an animal in front of her.
she's gonna want to talk.
You should know better.
They're weird though.
All the more reason to talk to them.
Have you seen
Ice frogs.
Saraya?
Ice toad.
A frog is a frog.
And it's blue.
And it's blue.
I
It's
don't
a watery
guess
blue frog.
Speak with animals. I'll say the party at large kind of like, as you walk into them, they walk into you. As it's kind of like that weird, like you kind of both turn the corner too quick and almost collide, but just barely miss doing it. As they're a bit smaller, so they kind of like are just enough of a height to hide in the fog that's kind of billowing around here. As they're just like hopping through it and.
What did you just say?
As it wasn't anything in an animal speech.
You're not an actual frog.
Rabbit, rabbit.
I'm gonna get down on the floor and just stare at that.
Who are you?
You speak common?
Yes. Who are you?
Be my friend.
Roll me persuasion.
Oh God. You should have just said no. We don't want to be your friend.
Oh.
Andrew said, I really gotta stop with the animals.
It's a 12.
I don't know you. What are you
Stranger
doing?
danger.
Stranger danger.
I don't think stranger danger applies.
You're a stranger. I don't know you.
But I'm not dangerous.
Where are you? Who are you?
Why don't you speak frog? You're not a frog.
I'm not. I'm an ice toad.
You're an ice toad?
Yes.
These ice toads look cool.
Do you guys just like live in icebergs?
We
You can't
do.
just ask toads where they live.
Totally. Do you not live in an iceberg?
Totally. No, but maybe if it's like a good housing market,
What's a good housing market?
when habitability places are good. My English is shutting off, y'all. when places that you want to live at are a good price and you don't have to pay too much. So like you move in.
What's a price that's too much?
I don't know. What do you think is a price that's too much?
I don't know. I don't pay for things. I live here.
Why are you here?
Because
Just in general.
I work here.
You work here?
I work here.
What do you work for?
Who do you work for?
Wait, why did you say that? I hated the fuck out of that.
Who do you work for?
I don't know. Who do you work for?
It's the way he almost answered you, but then was like, wait a minute.
These are weird.
Who are you?
Stranger
Who
danger.
are you?
I almost had it for a second. Hold been great.
Who do you work for? Are you from up top? Up top. I guess I should do that because they're from
Where's-
toes.
Who do we work for, guys?
Ourselves.
You work for yourselves. As they're right next to you, they can hear you.
Yes.
Third-party contractors.
That.
We work for Aranthor.
Who?
How do you
Aranthor.
spell that?
Spell how you think it's spelled.
I'm asking the frog how it's spelled.
A. Ran. TH. Or.
Lore.
Is it or like OAR? Like an or?
As he looks to the other two ice toads with him and
What language do you speak?
Toad.
You speak toad.
Yes.
But it's not like an animal speech. How interesting.
I'm not an animal.
You're an ice frog.
No,
Ice toad.
I'm a toad.
Toads are cooler than frogs.
Yeah, he
Who?
gets it.
But aren't toads animals?
I'm not an animal. Are you an
They're
animal?
Well,
amphibians.
He is a toad, an ice toad.
An amphibian is a type of animal.
Look, he also does a little neck thing.
Excuse me, Mr. Toad.
What?
I want to put my hand up in the air. Loving what you guys are doing with the iceberg. Honestly, I don't think it could be in any better hands, or what you call your hands, than yours. I'm just sitting here in awe of just the exquisite craftsmanship. We're actually here seeking someone who has almost a similar height to, say, like myself, that has horns coming out of her head. Have you seen anybody like that?
Why are you looking for him?
We're actually we're friends of them. Kira, you want to show her the flag? Show him the flag.
You have the flag.
I got the flag.
You have the flag.
You're the leader. The group.
Me?
He's talking to you. I'm speaking
And
over.
what I can see.
When was I given the flag?
I gave you the flag because I said you're gonna be like the leader of our group. Because like
I
you-
didn't realize I was handed a flag.
You were handed a flag.
You have
With
a
the
flag in your
Tiamat.
inventory.
I guess
You
I do now.
Unfurl this flag that has the sigil of the Cult of the Dragon on it.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Flag.
The flag changes length to match the person carrying it.
That's a nice flag.
Thank you.
What's it for?
It's like a symbol that both ourselves and the lady with the horns coming out of her head both follow.
That's nice. Why do you follow it?
Because
You
it
know,
flies in front of us.
Why do ice toads live in an iceberg?
'Cause
You
we're
know,
ice
we just
toads.
do.
It'd be like if
Yeah.
a non-ice toad lived in an ice toad. Why
Exactly.
would they do that?
Hey, why does anybody do anything, right? We just are, you know?
Was that English?
Roll me 2d20.
Remember I said ice toads were cool?
One of them would be my
24.
Rizzy.
I got an 8. I got an
You're-
18 and a 16.
You're just doing 2d20 separate. Don't add them.
Oh, 8 and a 16. 8 plus 8 is 16.
As you say that, they get like their eyes get really, really large and like larger than Soraya's eyes have ever gotten at this point. If they just go, why does anyone do it? And they just kind of like their eyes roll into the back of their head there, and like a little bit of like a slimy like drool kind of comes out of their mouth, and they just go.
Did you just hurt them?
How would I know? I'm just speaking straight facts, yo.
Look, they're in pain because of
What
you.
did you do?
This man casted infinite void on them.
Are they dead?
I'll say passively. You could tell they're not dead. Give me a medicine check.
They have a brain aneurysm?
14.
14. They're in like a paralyzed state at the moment.
Oh yeah, definitely infinite void.
Oh my god,
It's like you're kind of like waving at them and trying to get their attention, and that they're unresponsive.
What the fuck did you just do, man? What the fuck is this? What did you do? What
I'm
did
sorry,
Did we
bro. I
just
didn't
walk
even-
right past them?
Yeah, let's just walk right past.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You just... Okay.
The party
They're
continues
just-
on.
It's probably a defense mechanism. They're fucking toads.
We just short circuited them. It's fine. Just
Did they faint like a goat or some shit?
Yes.
What the fuck? What the
we're
fuck?
gonna roll with that.
Actually, it's more like a possum defense mechanism where they pretend to be dead so that they don't get hurt when they feel threatened or their blood pressure gets too high.
Let's tip them over.
No, just leave them and walk past them.
Hey, this is your fault because you wanted to talk to him.
I wanted to be their friend.
This is your fault.
It is not my fault. You cannot blame me for things that are out of my control.
I mean, we can't seem to control you from talking to every single animal that
Well, you
we
know
come
what?
across.
Maybe next time you have to fight a dragon cult and it's just the 6 of us, then maybe perhaps I won't feel like helping you gain any help. Help.
Don't we have
Anybody
a
for a-
with us?
Anybody for a quick limerick?
No.
Limerick?
You have one about dung beetles?
I have one about gelatinous cubes.
Speaking
Sure.
of which, as the party continues down the path.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which,
Can I say my limerick?
I don't think there's any reason why you should be saying speaking of
Me,
which.
yeah, I don't feel that way either. Yeah.
Honestly, it sounds a little meta to me. So can I say my
go
limerick?
for it. Say your limerick.
So as we're walking, a gelatinous cube in the dark slid through our dungeon without a remark. It would silently creep, catch adventurers asleep, and dissolve them without leaving a mark.
Gelatinous
It's
cube.
very ominous.
Thank you. As the
Is
party,
dissolving people?
That's what gelatinous cubes over the table. That's what. Yeah,
that's what they do.
yeah. People get absorbed into the cube and then it dissolves them.
They're like radioactive jello.
It's basically like yeah.
As the party goes on, they're pretty common story to hear from adventurers and that. The party at large would have heard of them during travels and such. But as the party continues, you can still hear off in the distance as
Broken toads.
the broken ice toads are still there. As the party comes up to another split in the cavern here, one that goes off to the right, one that continues straight on.
Do I smell anything?
Give me
Eggy.
perception.
I will sniff also.
You will sniff as well. Do it up.
Command sniff.
Can I
this man
sniff as
said.
well? Yeah.
I'm proficient in perception. Can I do that as well?
Go for it. As
I'm not
you all
I'm not
start
gonna
sniffing
I'm
for
not
some
gonna,
reason.
I'm not sniffing.
Can I
9
use my eyeballs?
plus
Can I see what's going on? Have the walls changed? Are there claw
14.
marks?
Don't worry, Sir Lars. I'll be eyeballs for both of us.
Vaquero, roll a d4.
Oh yeah, shit. Forgot about that. D4. Give me a sec. Here's my D4.
I got a 24, by the way. My nostrils are huge. Fucking massive.
He's like,
4.
Literally.
I had 19.
And I got a 17.
Or no,
Man, how'd
18,
you open your
18.
nostrils so wide? God.
So, everyone is doing normal perception except for Soraya, who wants to sniff. Carl, are you sniffing or are you using your natural perception stuff?
I'll do natural things.
Okay. So, Soraya, as you start sniffing the air, Carl smells a little funny.
Ew, 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 ew.
Play games.
Sorry, hun.
I wasn't playing games. I was being 100% serious about the smell.
That's
He
the
has
smell of
a
a good
smell
time. I'm
of-
sorry.
Oils
Ew.
on his body.
Ew,
Oil.
ew, ew.
What fetish?
Shorty
He's
got
a-
down.
He's a
to the-
magnificent masseuse.
You're gonna get pimples.
As well as, like, there's a smell in the air of something decaying. But it's not strong. It's off in the distance. I'll say you can tell.
Ew, 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 ew.
As with the rest of you, though, with those rolls, off to the right, there's like an odd, like, scraping, scampering kind of sound, different than that you had with the ice toads. And then further down, there's like a small, like, moaning sound occasionally that comes. Well, there's almost
Does the-
something in agony.
So does the stinky smell come from the moaning sound?
It's hard to
That's
tell.
for me.
It's not very
Other than
strong where you're
Carl.
currently at. It's not Carl. The
Oh.
oil smell is Carl. But the stinky smell, it's not strong here. It's gotten lighter the farther you've gone this way.
Alright, should we go towards the thing that's moaning? It may be something that needs our help.
I smell death.
Would
And
my
it's
33 have given
not
me any
Carl.
more?
With there being the fog that kind of hinders your vision a little bit, it's hard to tell. But with what you've heard so far, that's about all you're getting at the moment. There's not...
But there's no like scratch marks on the floor or the walls. Like,
Nope.
There's no.
No scratch marks.
Interesting. Okay. So we have back the way we came, death and decay smells, and moaning, short-circuited ice toads. Ahead of us, we hear a different moaning, and that's not where the dead smell is coming from, just something moaning.
And then off to the
So
right,
we
there's
go-
like a weird scampering sound. But it's not the same as the ice toads. I'll say that much. The party recognizes it's not the same sound.
So we go towards the moan we know, or the moan we don't.
Come on, we don't know.
I'm down with what it is.
That's so towards the moaning, not the scampering.
Yes.
Carl's day is just full of moaning.
Yep. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is.
Alright, Mander, we head towards the moaning.
And you stink.
The moaning.
Like sweet oils. Like
Lavender.
bergamot and
Great various creams.
witch hazel.
Ouch. Some bullshit.
Tunnels
Eucalyptus.
for days.
The party
You
continues
smell
down.
like sin.
The cavern kind of starts to gain a bit of an incline once more. As you guys continue, as you would hear coming off to your guys' left, a bit more of the moaning and occasional coughing and sneezing and that from the next cavern entrance to the left.
Maybe someone's just got the sniffles.
Say at this point, the party at large can tell with your overall passives. It's more than one thing making the noise as you get closer and closer.
Oh, do you guys hear that noise? I hear moaning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Didn't know if you guys got all that.
So keep heading towards it.
Wait, do you hear moaning?
Can I holler out and say, Bone Carver, is that you? Is that
Oh.
you?
He's his own echo. Mans is his own echo.
He's rolling. I don't like it. He's rolling.
You did this
I
to
don't
yourself.
like it. Oh no.
So, as you call out to Bone Carver, the coughing and the sniffling, the coughing kind of cuts off, and then it's silence.
Way to blow our cover.
He just wants to get laid again.
Hey, you guys wanted me to get laid yesterday.
What are you doing,
Yeah,
party?
but you didn't need to be
You-
a sore winner about it.
Sore. I'm
You
definitely
wanted-
sore, and I'm definitely a winner.
Oh my god. Good heavens.
What
So
you
it's-
doing, Capy Crew?
Straight
Oh,
ahead
towards
is
where it
the
was, no?
moaning, and turning down is the what?
So,
Sniffles.
prior to Carl's call out, there was sniffling, coughing, and moaning coming from that hall of the cavern.
Okay.
No sounds from that way. And the scampering and that, as you made your way up the cavern incline, slowly kind of faded out. And at this point, you can't even hear the ice toads. They weren't being that loud.
Can you imagine?
They were doing their best.
Well, I mean, obviously there's somebody there if they stopped, you know. If they all of a sudden got quiet, we should proceed.
Or they
downward.
died.
So are we gonna continue towards the
the
now
moaning-
silent moaning
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
All right, Amanda, we're gonna go down.
All right.
Do it.
So
The
the party
sound
makes
of
their way
silence.
around the bend there. And goes to enter into the room. We'll call it there for the night.
Do it.
You butt
Do it.
munch.
I knew it.
You butt crack. Butt crackless butt crack.
You butt crackless butt crack. I gotta leave you on
Oh,
a
butt
cliffhanger of some sort.
At
This
least
is
we'll
the
be
worst
Dragon
kind of
Ball Z.
cliffhanger.
You don't have to be that show.
the ice toads.
But now you're gonna wonder until the next session, what's in that room?
Yeah, you tell him, Walter.
Bone
You
Carver.
tell him. Tell him. Tell him with your whole chest. Yeah. Yeah. Get your Latin hands out. Yeah. Damn right.
Okay, I guess it's fine.
You guys got decently far.
Far enough for.
Now level up.
No,
Damn it.
didn't give shit.
I'm gonna start
You're
coming in with
decently
zero
far.
expectations for a level up. I'm gonna
I
assume that
wasn't
Mander is just a tease, and we are never gonna get a level up, regardless of what happens in the actual session.
I've never had a level up, so
We could schmooze away anything, and this man is going to hold that level 10 over our heads. The same way.
11.
Technically, you shouldn't
We're at
even be
level
getting
10.
a level 10 level up, but you guys drew
Are we
from the deck of
level
many
9?
things, so you got a free level up.
You know what, Mander?
There's
It's my bedtime.
There's
And I
also
didn't
that.
take my potty break today because I was waiting.
She didn't even go potty.
I didn't even go
What did
potty.
you do on the break we took earlier?
I
Not
went
potty.
tinkle, but I didn't go poo-poos.
Yeah, that's different. Come on now.
She says on the internet. Unashamed.
As you shouldn't. be
Unashamed.
doing
It's now on the internet that you have a poo-poo break and a pee-pee break.
Of
Tinkle.
course I do. Why do you think I leave the session halfway through all the time?
You need to go poop, just go poop.
Nothing affecting consistent.
No, I was worried that something was gonna happen and I wasn't gonna be here.
To talk to the ice toads.
Nice toads, Mander.
That aren't
Yeah.
The ones that have fell
What is it?
asleep.
You did it on purpose because you don't want to give me any more animals for my army.
They
They have
actually
narcoleptic.
Mander's like, I'm gonna make them go comatose, so there's no way they can be convinced. I'm gonna give him brain
No.
damage.
You
She's
brought
got
up the
enough,
one
he's like-
thing that was like based off of their stat block. If you saying that was like, oh, that might do something. Okay, let's see what happens. You sent them in an existential dread.
I love it. If I gotta do it, they gotta do it.
So, now that you guys have made it to the lair of the White Death, who is your recommendations for your +1 boost?
Who doesn't have one?
Carl, because you used his. We know that for sure.
I don't think I have one either.
I think I have one.
Walter still has his.
I
I
have
haven't
mine
used-
still.
Okay.
Honestly, I kind of gotta give it to Carl because
For what?
He already got some. You don't gotta give him extra.
oh, I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna give him a little extra. I'm gonna give it to him because he got laid.
Okay.
I can't say shit. I honestly was gonna vote for Carl too because he got laid.
That's my babies.
Well.
That's my lady.
That was my vote as well. So there's nothing I can say.
Yeah, there's no arguments between any of us with.
Everyone said he got some.
Like
He's got
As-
the moon.
as a group effort, I feel like
Yeah,
Really
the party at
wet.
large.
we all really got laid here, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was really all of our lays,
It was a
wasn't
group
it?
effort to
Yeah.
get Carl laid.
What if we all get a boon together? For the lay.
The way Mander just looked at you and just said,
He's like, you all have one because you don't fucking use them.
I haven't had a chance.
Okay.
I just got.
wow, don't attack me.
I don't need one. I got my wrist.
Look, I'm a fighter and we haven't fought in a while, so there's no point for me to use mine.
I feel like we should hold on to these because we're about to probably fight a dragon.
But what if the whole party gets a bone?
Boon. Say boon one more
Boon.
time.
For a second there, I thought you said bone. And I was like, what?
Everyone gets a bone.
No, Carl got a bone.
No, Cardi got that.
No, Carl gave a bone.
I'm gonna vote for Durham for his ballsy proposal to Kira.
I wasn't like that's.
He has a bone though.
It's okay.
It's okay.
He doesn't qualify. He has a boon.
That was a fun time. I don't know who else doesn't have a boon.
I like that it was worded though as your 1 week trial of
7-day
Durham.
trial.
Hey. There's no commitments to it.
He said, "Go ahead and put your card info in just in case you
thought-
forget to
It's
cancel
like I'm a
the free
21st
trial."
century man. We ain't got
Am
to
I-
put a label on it.
Am I honestly the only one that used the boon and doesn't have one?
I don't have one.
You don't
Rob
have
does
one.
not have one.
I have one.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you
this,
have one? Is it Kira that doesn't have one either?
I have one.
I
So
have
it's
one
just
as well.
me and me and. No,
And let's be honest, for the past 2 sessions, you're the only one been getting any action.
Me? Yeah.
Fuck it up.
You're getting the fucking boom, dude. So just
Deal.
The votes are in.
Deal with it,
Carl, you used your boon to get laid. Guess what? You got your boon again. So
you got the boon to
enjoy
get
Or
laid.
getting
probably
laid.
getting laid again.
Yeah, you're using the boon to get paid.
We're gonna get back
How
on
you use it
Fight
right
Dragon. He's gonna get laid right there.
Take note, everybody. That's how you use a boon right there.
To get
Carl
laid.
goes, I fucked the dragon. +1
I
boon.
fucked the dragon.
But also, he took
No.
a roll from a 3 to a 23.
It was a wild time.
That was fun.
Well, friends, until next time we play, appreciate you guys playing tonight. Thanks everyone that came through and hung out. Until we come back to play some more D&D, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Thank you and good night. Good night. Good night.